And we are up. Hey, Yuki, what's up? Yeah, it's gonna be a weird one today because, Twitch is a bit unclear. Oh, wait a minute. Yeah, Twitch is a bit unclear about this, so, might as well play it safe for now. Although we're playing Peak. We're playing something Peak tonight. Okay, tutorials on... I'll try normal for now. Any reason why? Twitch is a bit weird on this one. Do I want to play this on... You know what? I've never played a game like this on controller, so... Let's give that a test, shall we? By the way, is the game too loud, or what? Any reason why? Twitch is unclear about the game, even though it's all ages. So also I'm playing this on controller, so it's a bit different. All right, let's see. Hopefully this is gonna be a bit more fun than it should be. On the great continent of Rollback, in the region of Setatori, towards the Silken Sea, there stood the kingdom of Mikelti, a proud nation of 8 towns which has prospered for over 60 years. Its population was primarily made out of humans, with elves and dwarves living on the outskirts. Ah, supremacists! Again. Their current king, Torkeg Geltry, has once been heralded as a wise ruler who led the kingdom fairly. But in recent years, the rule of the royal family and nobles have taken a turn for the oppressive. When the kingdom was first founded, the ruling class had worked in harmony with the common people. But as they began to impose heavy taxes and claim possessions by force, the economy gradually collapsed, and with it, the peace throughout the kingdom. The knights who had sworn to protect the people were now being ordered by the king to suppress them. And with no hope of standing against the knights, the people lived in despair. Until their pent-up frustrations eventually reached a bursting point. Hello, how do I get out of being a primary subject of... You don't, you run, you hide your evidence. For several years, the people organized an uprising that would span the entire kingdom. The era of furious rebellion would leave its mark on history, and change the course of the kingdom forever. Wait, are MCs unvoiced? Ah, fudge. Aha, I see a pack of them all huddled together over there. We're out hunting in the woodlands known as the Shoreline Forest. Hiding among the bushes, I observe our prey from afar. I hear a quiet rustle as my buddy crawls up beside me. Ah, nice. Wait, that's a dude. This feels wrong. I don't know about that. They're just capable as me, really. In fact, you've always been the one with the better grasp of the finer points. This doesn't feel right. Why is my first companion a dude? Okay. Right, you can never be too careful when hunting out monsters. Our mentor always warned us not to get into any fights where the odds were stacked against us. As foragers, our job is to collect vital resources from animals, monsters, plants, and ores. Also, holy crap, that music is loud. Riley and I had tricks of the trade beaten into us by our mentor. But gathering these precious resources can be extremely dangerous. You and I have learned the skills of survival. Our mentor's teachings have practically become second nature to us. But we can really lose our lives out here if we're not careful, so we gotta stay alert at all times. We can't let ourselves get distracted now, otherwise all our mentor's efforts training us will be for naught. Hey, really? When we get back to Gutharil, let's go out for a drink and celebrate. If we can hunt this much prey, we'll be able to treat ourselves to the good stuff.
いいね。でも最近は買い取りの額も少なくなっている。そうすると大量に狩らないといけないけど大丈夫かい？
Well, it's not like I'm hunting by myself here. If it got you with me, really, we'll be fine. But hunting's the the least of our worries, huh?
まあね。
Really and I live in a town called Kotharil, famous for its fine leather craftsmanship, and it's up to foragers like us to supply the resources that the local artisans use to make their wares. So we hunt down animals and monsters for their hides, sell them to the artisans who turn them into leather equipment. Things are already tough enough as they are, but lately the economy's been especially rough these days. Same, buddy, same. Even if we keep selling the same amount of hide we usually do, we can barely get enough for a few days tops. Before, our usual hunt worth of hide is enough for us to live for a
買い
month.
取りの額も少なくなって、さらに食料品も高くなってるからね。
As our earnings decrease and the cost of living increases, you really have to work hard just to get by. Why does that sound familiar? It's enough to make you lose hope and question if there'll ever be a brighter tomorrow. It just doesn't make sense.
税の額を決めるのは貴族とそれを束ねる王家。王の命は絶対。貴族に逆らえば命はない。ミケルティ王国に住む限り、そのことからは逃れられないよ。
It didn't used to be like this up until recently. The king used to be a considerate and considered a kind ruler, and the kingdom of Mikelti attracted many skilled artisans. But they were backed by nobles to found new trades and create new products. And the citizens used to take the pride in the fact that their kingdom had flourished thanks to this. So John between Li Shu and Lubu and Robin Hood, which one Dean hates the most? Li Shu went for the amount of times he's killed, and Robin Hood for the BS that he has to deal with. Also, what the hell is that king up to?
トキーグ・ジルテリー陛下だね。剣王とも呼ばれる名高い王だ。
Yeah, King Turkey or whatever. Did something happen? Something that urged him to suddenly start bleeding the people of his kingdom dry?
それにしても珍しいね。
About what?
マルクがこういうことに興味を持つなんてさ。
Well, it's kinda hard to ignore. It's affecting our everyday lives. Everybody around town's been so gloomy these days. How could I not be concerned? But you're not wrong, though. I don't usually care about this kind of stuff. I mean, I just only learned what the king's name was.
マルクらしいね。でもまあ、そんなものなのかもね。僕たち平民から見れば、雲の上とも呼べる方々だ。一生会うことなんかないだろうし、名前を呼ぶ機会すらない。
Exactly. And it's untouchable guys like him who run the kingdom. They're the reason why the people of Kotharil are suffering.
ミケルティ王国は今どこの隣国とも関係が悪化していない。当然戦争状態になんて発展もしていない。戦時下でもないのに。どうして税を上げるんだろうね。常駐している騎士団の動きだって怪しくなっている。
Yeah, they seem really on edge. Our town shouldn't be in any danger, but I'm getting the feeling that something's about to go down.
マルク、君の気持ちはわかるよ。君はいつだってコテーリルのみんなを気にしている。町のみんなが悲しそうに、苦しそうにしているのが辛いんだろ。
Yeah, well, that's so. They've always taken care of me ever since I was an orphan. They introduced me to the mentor that taught the skills necessary to become a forager. How could I turn a blind eye to their suffering?
なら、どうする？
Huh? Like what?
ミケルティ王国への反乱。
Excuse me, why am I talking about a coup d'etat already? It's been 5 minutes. Huh? It's been 10 minutes. Why am I talking about a coup d'etat?
まあ、身分が高い奴らへの抵抗運動ってところかな。
Have you got some kind of plan, buddy? What do you mean?
いや、ただの思いつき。面白いかなってさ。
Jeez, you just can't casually say things like that. We're gonna get caught for treason. That's not funny at all, even as a joke.
でもさ、このままだと少しずつ町のみんなは死ぬよ。
You really think so?
案外、 人間って簡単に命をなくす。
Revolution.
食べるものがなくなったら生きていけない。王が貴族が民衆に重い税を強いる以上、国内には飢えて死ぬ人が
Without a
出
doubt.
る。必ずだ。
Yeah, really, it's right. People need food to live. Without it, they're going to die. It's as simple as that.
そしてそういった状況に我慢できず逆らったとする。
Drastic measures?
まっとうじゃない手段のこと、盗みとか強奪、それと貴族の屋敷への襲撃。そうすると必ず武力を持って押さえつけられる。その結果
Eventually, things are going to keep going south and lead to even more deaths.
そう、早い話済みかけてるんだよ。どうにかしないとこのミケルティ王国は遠からず瓦解する。
Well, as worrying as that is, as we're talking, I noticed a change in the movements of the prey we're watching. Our prey's on the move, really. Let's move
分
up.
かった。明るい未来についてのおしゃべりはここまでだね。
I don't see that much of a bright future from what we're just discussing.
そうかい。でも今夜のお酒や食事を思うと楽しくなるさ。ここからは現実的に血を流して稼ぐ手段を実行するとしよう。
What a dark way to phrase things. I mean, if you're talking about the blood of our prey, I guess you're not wrong. Okay, time to focus. It's a do or die situation. Let's do this. The hunt is on. Ooh. Okay. Alright, let's get to work. Time to hunt our prey. Mark, from this point on, we're gonna have to fight any monsters that try to attack us. So let's stay alert and pay attention to our surroundings. Of course, these monsters can be pretty unpredictable. They're desperate to survive. Yeah, and it seems like we've gone over our heads. There's always been an option to retreat out of our battles. But I'll leave that decision to you. You know, you tend to be a little cautious, really. I'm not gonna let our prey get away from us. Well, I think you're a bit overzealous, Mark. We're foragers. Whenever we hunt for monsters and animals, we're putting our lives on the line. But if we want to hunt them, we gotta fight hard, right? Look, it's not about to forget what our mentor taught us. I'll be more careful. Alright, this time we're hunting hellhounds. They're the bounty of the resource. Not only are their hide, fangs, and claws useful, but apparently even their flesh has a lot of magical energy in it. And not a single part of the hellhound goes to waste. They might not make for good eating, but an artisan, they're a real treat. Are they really on the move? Nope, not yet. They seem to be wary of their surroundings. They've got good noses. We made sure not to hunt upwind, but it's hard to remain completely undetected. There's only so much we can do. Our physical traits are completely different to theirs. It'd be incredibly tough to sneak up on them without them noticing. Well, we can do this. Just think of it as sweet booze that awaits. Alright. We'll make sure not to injure ourselves on this hunt, so we can celebrate when we get back. Yep. There's not much point in life you can't enjoy it. Our destination is the clearing up ahead. That's where our prey is. Got it. There's some strong monsters over towards the shore, so let's stay clear of these. Hunt is on. Let's do this. Hey, Eushully. You look strangely less maidey than you used to be. But before that... okay. Can you use either the mouse pad and keyboard or gamepad to get around. Using a gamepad, make sure it's plugged in before you launch the game. Okay. Controlled speed up movement, shift allow you to... I'm using a controller, but okay. Let's change a bit of the settings. I did not realize that BGM is loud. Holy crap. Holy crap, that BGM is loud. Ugh. Okay, everyone's voiced. Where are you going? We haven't finished our job yet. Oops, guess we went the wrong way. Can't even go there? Okay. Feats. Okay. Okay. Okay, so feats are skills. Got it. We got history, save, title, loads, route map.
はじめが肝心です。
Okay. Okay. Oh, okay. So we do have quests. Forger's Handbook. Progress towards play a game, fulfill conditions. Oh, we got achievements. Okay. That's cool. We got achievements and... Oh, they actually have item rewards. Fudge. Okay. Alright, first prey of the hunt. Might not be a monster we're after, but let's take him down right away. Don't get hasty now. Can't afford to let our guard down no matter the opponent. Yeah, I know. Time to engage. Okay, so that's the gameplay. You can see your active party status. HP, SP, and defense are shown. Okay, got it. 0 if you die. Defeat all enemies to win. Standard. Spend half my current funds to revive? Okay, usual action speed, damage is influence. Oh, okay. Physical is neutral. Holy and dark are opposing to each other. Earth to water, water to fire, electric to wind. Fire to electric and wind. Huh. Okay, fire to wind is weird, but okay, I can work with that. Each unit has 2 weapons, feats it. Okay, so I can use SP. Can still change your access full range options, that's right. You can defend. Check a unit status. Ew, auto battle? What do you think I am? Casual? Okay, so sword.
冷静に行こ
Oh, okay, so our buddy uses a spear and a sword.
う。これで。
Okay. Tag team.
そら。
Oh, there's a tag team combo thing. And that's a miss. If I
冷
use
静
a
に行こ
bow and a spear.
う。やっ
Oh, that's okay. That's classic. That's classic JRPG right there. That wasn't bad. We can handle potatoes really easy enough. There are all kinds of monsters in this woods. There's no guarantee our next fight will go the same way. All right, then let's stay focused as we move forward.
説明を始めます。
Random encounters occur in the dungeon. Symbol encounters occur in the map. Event encounters can be seen. Find foes button. Upper right to start an encounter anytime. Oh, I can actually just grind? There's another option on the right, but it's unusable for now. Earring of Flight will let you immediately leave a dungeon and use it. It won't be available like right now. That's the feats button. You can use it to heal. There's an option to escape. Unit gets a chance to choose this, and if everyone succeeds. Okay, so I only need to run with 1 character. Got it. But if we're running and we fail, we take double damage. Okay, that's good to know. Whee! Oh, that's a gathering point, isn't it? Those look like useful resources over there. You're right. Well, let's get over and grab them.
ここが重要です。
Okay, harvesting and mining. Okay. Quality of resources depends on the point. Okay. Harvest, mining, hunting, and fishing. There's mini games when we get to them. Wait, the gathering has mini games? Not okay. Normal gathering points don't have them. Boo. Okay. Ooh, what's that? That's a healing feather. You'll gain your vitality when you touch it. Come in handy while you're out hunting. If we come across any, let's use them.
覚えておいてください。
Okay. Red healing feathers disappear after 1 use. Be careful, but the one here is in red. Unless you're playing on hard difficulty. Go ahead and touch it. It won't disappear unless you're playing on hard difficulty. Ew, okay. Well, it's a good idea. I didn't play on hard difficulty yet. Oh, those are hellhounds. That's not good. There's a different one over there. Waiting for a chance to strike. I take a breath. I settle my breathing and try not to make a sound to conceal myself as best as I can. Although we stay out of our target's detection range, they're wary of us. I can sense us drawing near.
道中での戦闘響いちゃったかな。
Well, probably. It's impossible to remain completely silent. Well, the question is, how should we proceed from here? If our target's already aware of us, we're not going to be able to catch them off guard unless we back off. But even if we did, we're bound to give ourselves away again. If we want to gain the upper hand in battle...
行くかい?
Yep, let's do this, really. Let's strike
やれ
first.
やれ。マルクは相変わらず無鉄砲だね。
No, it's called being brave. Taking a bold step forward is to do what's necessary isn't reckless.
かっこいいね。女の子が聞いたらきっと頬を染めるよ。
Right, sure. Huh, that wasn't enough to make you blush then.
染めた方がいいかい？君が望むなら努力するけれど。
Okay. No, don't actually do it. I didn't think you'd take that seriously.
こっちも冗談だよ。相手を間違えずに精一杯。女の子を相手に格好をつけるとしようじゃないか。
Right, the more we earn from this hunt, the better our chance it'll be when we get back. We're bound to woo if we give them a nice leather item, or gifts of fancy kind. If we defeat these monsters, we should get our hands on some good resources. Then we'll be able to look stylish in front of the
いや
ladies.
はや、俗っぽいというか、欲望に忠実というか。それでも顔はかっこいいんだからずるいよね、マルクって。
Sounds like somebody's jealous.
割と本音だけどね。さあ、やろうか。こっちも準備は万端だ。いつでもどうぞ。
Let's go.
ここが重要です。
Boost function. Build up this gauge. Hit the boost button left to defeat. Target use it on. Okay. Okay, so boost is bonus damage. Got it. Double slash. Nope. Let's use the bow for it. No. 13 on the weight. Let's go with the weight 9 move.
冷静に行こ
Then use the spear like this.
う。やっ
Tag team. Ooh, 124. That hurts. 8.
始めようぜ。
53. Okay. Okay, we'll use a sword on this one. And then a sword. We gotta do this quick.
これで。
293. Tag team.
そら。
320. 332. Ooh, bonus item. Ow. 92.
始めようぜ。冷静に行こ
Double sword. Tag team.
う。これで。そら。
Okay, there's the tag team mechanic. 1000 damage.
始めよ
Ow.
うぜ。冷
Double
静に行こ
slash. He shot Tenbu? Oh, okay.
う。せい。は。
349. Ooh, another firebolt.
始めようぜ。
18.
冷静に行こ
Get him. Ooh, 363. Okay, that's a crit. And what's our reward? A Fiend's Fang. Really? Just one item?
う。はあ。
The swift swing of Reilly's blade, our prey ceases to move. Not only does he claim the monster's life, but his precise attack ensures we don't harm the resources any more than necessary.
終わったよ。そっちも完了したようだね。
Yep, we subjugated the
お
Hellhounds.
疲れ様。じっと見てどうしたんだい？
Oh, I'm just impressed with your technique as always. We chat as we carefully extract the resources from the corpses of our enemies. You were trained in the ways of the blade, right? Ah, he's a weeb. Really wasn't born in the kingdom of Mikilti, or at least I don't think he was. But I've never really asked him about it before. Judging from the kinds of clothes he usually wears, I'd say he's probably from the neighboring nation, the dominion of this Nafrodi?
まあね。故郷では稽古の時間があまり好きじゃなかったけど、こうして漁師としての事業の役に立つんだから皮肉なものだ。何事もやっておいてよかったってことなんだろうね。
Stone is lighthearted, but I catch a glimpse of bitterness in his expression. You don't enjoy talking about the past much, do you?
いい思い出がないからね。
Well, I don't know if that's something to be laughing about.
ま、だからこそ故郷を飛び出してミケルティ王国に来たんだ。今の生活は素晴らしいよ。故郷の窮屈な生活とは大違いさ。
I swear to God, if you're a prince of a neighboring country, god dang it. Really, all I gotta say, it's fun having you here. There's never a dull moment.
それはこっちのセリフだよ。マルクと共に行動していると、それこそ退屈とは無縁の日々だ。
Uh-huh. Sure, buddy, sure. I can't help but feel like you're mocking me, but hey, if you're having fun, I'm glad to hear it. Alright, let's finish off dealing with this prey here. And so we quickly extract all the necessary resources from our prey and pack them away. Okay, so let me just save because I know this game doesn't auto-save. Okay, top left has a fishing spot. Top right has... Ooh, a chest. Is that a treasure chest? Looks like it. Hope there's something useful inside. Stumbling across a treasure chest is one of the true pleasures of exploring. Makes me really want to scour every nook and cranny. Well, let's open up and see what's inside.
覚えておいてください。
Okay, rarity system. There's a bag. Okay. Equipment screen if you use it. Just don't leave them on the dungeon floor. Got it. Veteran's ring. +1. So...
情報閲覧です。 はじ
Party.
めが肝心です。
Okay, formation, bag. Okay. Okay. So... Okay. Accessory. Veteran's ring. Okay. What's the veteran's ring do again? Increases attack by 5. Okay. No, then it's better to give it to... Yeah, it's better given to Eushully, so it's a bit more balanced. Tag Team 1. Deal 5% more damage when you're with an ally. Raise attack when Mark is on the party. Raise compatibilities when in frontline. When performing a feat, 5% for the same feat being performed again for 0 SP. Wow, that's pretty cool. Follow Eushully. Wow, okay, BFFs.
覚えておいてください。
Okay, so I can only put 5 characters at once and I have to put a different formation on them. Twin Hawk formation enhances to members' precision. Okay, okay, so there's 2... Oh, okay. Huh, interesting. Okay, let's go. It's gonna be different formations for me to play as. Didn't I say we should stay clear of the shores? Oh, right, we're not equipped to find strong monsters. Fine, guess I can't go and hang out there. Ooh, enemy.
よーし、やってやるぜ。
That's a
Let's go.
sword into spear.
そら。せい。
Revolution!
よしやってやるぜ
冷静に行こう。これで
そら
Relay and I make small talk as we head back towards the entrance of the forest. There's a lot of prey this time, so today's hunt went pretty long. But the people of Cothril are sure to be pleased with what
そ
we've
うだ
gathered.
ね。革職人のみんなにとって僕たちの働きは僕たちの成果次第で製品を卸せる量が変わる。
So the harder we work, the better it is for Cothril. Alright, let's hand the resources we gathered today and head straight to the usual tavern. Up, there we go. Of course. There's our heroine. At first, we just hear a faint yelp, then shortly afterwards, an unmistakable scream.
今の聞こえたかい？
Yeah, it was close. Came from that direction, didn't it? Relay and I run in the direction of the scream, and there we find... Panic young woman, cornered by monsters. Also, white hair. Okay. To her credit, she's not cowering in fear. She's flailing at them with a fallen branch, which has protected her from any serious harm so far. But the monsters are slowly inching closer and closer, seeming ready to attack at any moment.
女の子だ。この辺りでは見かけない子だね。了解。急がないとまずいね。必要な処置だけど、どうやって？それでたとえ自分が怪我をしてもかい？女の子の前だからか。格好つけたいのかな、マルク。
That wasn't actually my thinking, really. If it's between us getting injured and her getting injured, there's only one choice, right?
確かに。存分に怪我していいよ。
Knock it off. I'm gonna impress her by ensuring that nobody gets harmed. Just
はい
watch.
はい。向こうもこっちに気づいた。戦闘に入るよ。
I'm not about to let another person I'm trying to save die before my eyes. But the monsters have noticed us, that's good. We'll have to shift our attention away from the woman and focus on us. We'll save you. Come on, you're going down, you monster bastards.
おお、気合の入ったいい雄たけびだね。ほんと退屈しないよ。
Alright, buddy, let's go beat them up.
嫌な
923.
気配がする増援が来る前に倒そう
覚えておいてください。
Special actions.
始めようぜ
冷静に行こ
始めようぜ
Okay, okay, let's go with a double
Nese
slash
Nico.
to a Hisho Tenbu. Oh, first strike. Ow. 434. Tag team bonus. Ow. Oh, crap. The enemy can tag team
始め
too?
ようぜ
That's
冷静
not
に行
good.
こ
そら
Did I just miss? Did I just miss?
始めようぜ
う。冷静に行こ
Ow.
う。これで
The enemy has first strike. That hurts.
せいは
Jeez. Ow.
Hajime yoze.
Pursuit hurts.
Nese ni ko.
Sword. No, no,
始
no.
めようぜ
Double slash
冷
here.
静に行こ
Sword.
う。これで
Okay, that hits.
せいは
442, 261. Ow.
始め
70.
ようぜ
Healing. No, I'm not using any healing items. They're rare.
冷
So
静に行こ
just Just attack. What? Oh, it's gonna call friends, isn't it? Kill it. Okay. Killed it before it called friends.
もっと経験を積めば
Ooh, God of War's ring. Ah. After taking down the monster that tried to attack the girl, we look around to make sure the hair is safe. And once we're certain the coast is clear, Really approaches the girl.
間に合ってよかった。目立った怪我はないみたいだね。
Well, she seems pretty shaken up. But can't blame her, she was just about to be attacked. If he hadn't made it in time, she could very likely have lost her life. Well, don't worry about it. You're safe now. Can you stand?
立てない。
Well, try as she might, she can't seem to pick herself up off the ground. You okay there? I stretch out my hand to her and help her up. But she's clearly still in shock as her legs are trembling while she stands. Well, glad to see her alright. That was a close one, huh? She hastily gives us a deep bow.
ありがとうございます。助かりました。町にたどり着けないまま死んじゃうのかと。
Oh, don't mention it. We're just glad you're safe.
それにしても護衛もなしに一人での旅路とは豪気だね。
Really gives her a slightly critical look, to which the girl hangs her head.
街道沿いは比較的安全だと聞いてたんですが、認識が甘かったみたいです。すみません。
It's kind of cute how sheepish she is, but it's true that she should have been more careful. Well, you're right. You're right that the highways are relatively safe since they're patrolled by the Royal Knights. But it's still kind of extremely dangerous if you can't fend for yourself. Monsters tend to stay clear of the highway because they get a lot of foot traffic. These days, things don't seem quite safe as they used to be. Have the monster population increased throughout the kingdom, or what? Well, we'll leave the finger wagging here. The fact that we could save a cute girl from being taken from this world is already cause for celebration.
そうだね。マルクの目つきが怖いのか泣いてるみたいだし。
泣いてないですよ。ちょっと膝がガクガク言うだけです。
She's trembling like a newborn deer.
見ていて心配になることには変わりないね。
Apparently, fed up with the teasing, she hits me lightly. It didn't hurt at all, but at least she settled down enough to get irritated. Well, sorry for teasing you. But at least you've got your energy back. So, where are you from, and where are you headed, miss?
リヤマです。リヤマから固定リルへ。
Ryama, huh? That's the small town northeast of here? Well, if you're heading to Cotheril, we were actually on our way back there. Could escort you back if you like.
そうしていただけると助かります。ありがとうございます。あ、私、ソフィアです。
Ah, phew. It's a relief to see that smile on her face. Would have been a shame if her run-in with the monster had left her traumatized for the rest of her life. I'm Mark. This is Really.
どうぞよろしく。それじゃあ行こうか。
Really, let's not forget about gathering these resources.
ソフィアさん、少し待っててもらって。
はい、大丈夫です。
Sophia watches nervously as we promptly dissect the body of the monster.
お二人は冒険者さんなんですか？なんだか手慣れてるというか、魔物と戦うのもどうに入ってたというか。
Nope, we're foragers. Our profession specializes in gathering resources.
固定リルは革職人が多いからね。たくさん必要になるんだ。
Okay, so it's Coterial. Got it. Yep, so we're naturally pretty used to fighting against monsters.
なるほど。リアマは織物職人が多いので、植物収集や栽培が盛んなんです。
へえ、町ごとにやっぱり違いはあるんだね。リアマは織物か。
Well, most people are farmers, no matter which town you go to. But the kingdom of Mykelti has prospered from thriving craftwork industry. So it's only natural that there would be lots of professions to supplement that industry. And us artisans play a small part in that. It's a win for all.
おお、マルクが頭良さそうなことを。明日は雨かな。
Did you just call me stupid? Shut up. I might have not gotten an education, but it doesn't mean I'm stupid. Oh shit, I can't read. That's not to say that I'm some genius either. Just don't call me stupid.
それを堂々と言える君はかっこいいよね。
Don't be ridiculous. I'm always cool, right, Sophia?
あの
Sophia's all flustered because she has no idea how to react. Hey, what do you mean, dang? She could have just ignored my silly comment, but anyway, well, we're done here. Time to get going. Sophia, we'll make sure that you'll safely reach Cothril. Well, just stay close and you'll be safe. You can even hold my hand if you like.
子供扱いは
Oh, I meant to treat you like an elegant lady. My bad. Maybe that would have been clearer if I went for linking arms or wrapping our arms each. Brother! Brother, it's been 10 minutes! Could even give you a piggyback if you prefer. Feel free to... Brother!
どう返せばいいんですか？命の恩人に対して茶巾にもできないし。
新鮮な反応でいいね。
You really are a devil in disguise, Sophia.
待ってるのはこっちですけど。
And so we escort Sophia, the girl from Ryama, back to Cothril with us. And laugh the whole way there. Made it to Cothril in one piece. 3 of us made it back to our destination without issue. So, you think you're gonna be okay from here, Sophia?
はい、本当に助かりました。ありがとうございます。
Well, if you can't find somebody to escort you back to Ryama, just give us a shout. Sophia gave us a big wave, then hurries off. Let us out our relief. Okay, I think that's everything for today. All we have to do is sell these resources and... Really? Staring towards town. Wonder what's up.
マルク、何かおかしくないかい？
God. The town's on fire, isn't it? What do you
わから
mean?
ない。ただ違和感があるんだ。
The town is definitely on fire.
くそ。ソフィアさんと別れるべきじゃなかったかな。
The town is definitely on fire, isn't it? Seriously, I have no idea when you're... Huh? No, he's right. Something does feel different. Feel the same sense of danger that lingers in the forest and the caves. No, it's not quite it. I feel as though the threat has been and gone. At least that's the sense I'm getting.
そうか。違和感の衛兵がいないんだ、マルク。街で何かあったみたいだ。
Oh boy, the town is burned down. We need to check the place out right away. So we're headed to the entrance into the town center. Yep, the town's fucked. The hell happened here? Cothril wasn't totally destroyed, but the parts of the town has clearly seen some damage. Looks like the aftermath of some kind of battle.
荒らされている。怪我をしている人も多いみたいだね。
Well, but this doesn't look like the damage a monster attack could have caused. I don't see a lot of blood, unless the town people managed to drive it away.
いや、相手は魔物じゃないと思うよ。
Then who could have done this? Oh, there's no use standing here. Wonder what went down. Let's find out what happened here. So we wander across town to find out what happened. Come across a familiar face.
マルク、ルイリー、お前らは狩りの帰りか。
Is this our mentor? What happened here?
騎士団の奴らがな、
Was it-
町のいろんなものを無理やり奪っていったんだ。
Oh boy, corruption!
必要だから差し出せって言ってな。
As I listened to his explanation, my blood began to boil. They requisitioned supplies without even giving proper reasons? Apparently, the Royal Knights of Michelthi had suddenly barged into Cothril and started taking people's belongings. Citizens were been bewildered as their precious supplies were confiscated by the knights without so much as an apology. Ignoring the people's silent whispers and outstretched hands, the knights took their belongings by force. Can't believe them. They think they can just make off with the townspeople's food and belongings just like that?
一応正当な理由はあるって言ってたぜ。
His fists are clenched in frustration. It seems that his emotions have yet to catch up to him.
何でも国王陛下から賜った正式な印があるとかでな。騎士団員を従えてたやつが大声でそう触れ回ってた。
あのお方は副団長様だったはずよ。
Oh boy, we get to kill people! A woman with a clear exhaustion in her face chimed
サン
in.
タリアでお見かけしたことがあるの。あんなお方だったなんて。
Well, the vice commander of the Royal Knights, huh? Santaria, the capital of the kingdom of Mikelthi, is the home of the Royal Knights Order. If she's seen him here, she's bound to be right. So, while we're the knights stationed here doing while this was all going down, they live here. They're the ones who are supposed to protect this place. Some of the knights are stationed long-term in Kotharil, and they work and have families here. If they ransack the town like this, it's going to impact their families too. They could be ostracized just by association. Surely they wouldn't have just let this happen, would they?
無理さ。騎士団の偉い人がわざわざ王様の名前を出してまでやったことなんだ。
Oh boy, we're gonna have to overthrow a kingdom again.
末端の騎士団員が逆らえるわけないわよね。
Really is visibly shocked. Her voice wavers as she asks.
トキーグ・ジルテリー陛下がこれを。
ああ、今でもはっきり思い出せるぜ。
The Royal Knights have used their overwhelming might to force the people into submission. Sure, this isn't Utawareru no Mono 2.0? Please don't. It's from Eushully, and it's from Shirabu. That's Shinji's voice.
さあ、溜め込んだ物資を運び出せ。一切合切持っていくぞ。
You already look like a Shinji too. God damn it.
なんてこと。
I am going to beat the shit out of you when I
やめ
catch
て
you.
くれ。それがなきゃ冬を越せなかった。
だからどうした？それが俺様に何か関係あるか？
I am going to beat the crap out of this guy if we catch him.
なぜこんな無道な仕打ちを。どうして
勘違いするな。貴様らはミケルティ王国の役に立つのだ。感謝にむせびなく許可をやろう。我が騎士団が有効活用してやろうというのだからなあ。
Anyone who tries to stop the knights is rendered powerless with brutal efficiency.
そうやって這いつくばっていろ。貴様ら何をほうけている。さっさと運び出せ。
I am going to skin you, hang you in front of the gates, and make you an example. Some people of the night were looks of confusion, and others seem to be trying to hold back their emotions. But nobody can do anything to stop them, and so the town people's precious supplies are loaded into the North's cart one by one.
バルター・フリック副団長、どうかおやめください。
ああ、なんだ貴様。
固定リル勤務であります。これでは町の者が。
誰に向かって生意気な口を聞いてやがる。三下が。
Oof. The vice commander gives the knight a hard kick, knocking him into the ground.
理解が足りてないようだから教えてやる。ありがたく思え。見ろ。これは命令書だ。国王陛下から発せられた正式なる徴収命令だ。
いえ、騎士団による任務を優先させるという文言であり。
黙れ。騎士団の活動に必要だと。そして命令書によって俺様の判断はミケルティ王国の正義。俺様の言葉は陛下の言葉だと思え。これ以上逆らい無駄な時間を割かせるのならば反逆者として勝利する。
I smell a Shinji.
どうする？騎士の誓いを捧げた者が王の命令に反するのか？
お時間を取らせ。
ではどうする？今。
命令に従い。
それでいい。粛々と進める。
すまない。
The knights didn't speak another word
こ
until
の
he
事
completed
態
his
を
duties.
止める力がない。
That's what happened here. Can't believe this all happened while we were out in the shoreline forest. Even if we found out what's going on, we wouldn't have been able to make it back in time. How dare they? Those royal knights think they can use the king's decree to justify their thievery?
実行役、汚れ役は副団長か。加盟付きってことは貴族か。話を聞くだけでもゲスな野郎だね。
Yeah, it doesn't make sense. I'd always heard that the commander of the knights was a virtuous man. If that were true, it would never allow the vice commander to commit this blatant act of extortion. Why would he let his second in command do this?
国王陛下の命令書があるそうだからね。後ろ盾が強すぎる。
It's a knight's duty to follow orders. They can't disobey the command of their superiors. And if those orders have been issued by the ruler of the land, there's nobody who can reject them.
税については何か言っていたかい？
What makes you ask that, really?
徴収と言ったんだよね。騎士団のやつらは。
Right.
ということは、固定リルが納める税とは別扱いになるのかと思ってね。
You gotta be kidding me. Every town in the kingdom has a certain amount of tax to pay. All the residents of the town have to contribute to paying that
それで
tax.
どうかな？何か聞いたかい？
税として回収したって
そうね。騎士団の連中、これは特権だって。平民が贅沢をするなんて許されない。
Oh, he thinks he's a special boy now, does he?
すべて我々に差し出せばいい。それが権力というものだ。
ああ、そういえばここから立ち守ってやっているのだから、これは必要な対価だって笑ってたな。
That's outrageous. So they stole all the supplies, and then the people had been desperately accumulating, on top of heavy taxes they're already burdening us
やっ
with.
ぱりそうか。本格的に積みかけてる。もしこれで税を納められなかったら、それこそ法で決められた通りに正当なる権利を傘に来てね。
The royal knights have the mandate of King Torkig to collect taxes and supplies from us, which means that they're technically not doing anything against the law. It's the people who try to resist them that would be punished, and we can't even resist them in the first place. They won't hesitate to use the full force of the royal knights to strike down anyone who dares to defy them. How could people whose job it is to protect us to be the very people inflicting harm on us? God damn it, they're basically just telling us to all to die. As Riley looks over the damage on the befallen town, he quietly
こん
mutters,
な量の蓄えを徴収されたら、町では餓死者が奪われたのは個々人の財産だけじゃない。固定リルの柱であった革細工製品も素材も価値あるものが
Really?
ほぼ
Hear me out. If we wipe them all out, there's no one to report to the king. Just say it. They've not only taken our savings and taxes, but even means for us to rebuild our savings with our supplies. Things are only going to get from bad to worse. It's not just our industry that's going to collapse, our population too. Surely that wouldn't be the king of Mikelti's interests, right?
そうだね。だけど現実には徴収が起こった。なぜ国王がそんな命令を出したのか。
Really, we got some guards to kill.
僕たちはその理由を伺い知ることすらできない。
Well, even if regular people like us can see this and will ruin the kingdom, then the king has to see it too. Why would the king of Mikelti inflict harm on his own land, his own people? We gotta get to the bottom of this.
マルク？
Perhaps the bigwigs in the capital were able to trivialize this as something that was happening far away from them. Maybe everybody was convinced that increasing our taxes would be the solution to all the kingdom's problems. Not just the people and the nobles, even the king. Maybe they believed that this would prevent the decline of the kingdom of Mikelti. But don't they see it's having the opposite effect? We have to find out what's going on in the kingdom. Once we know the situation, then we can find out if there's anything we can do about it.
もう少しわかるように言ってくれ、マルク。
I mean exactly what we're suggesting before, really. We're gonna kill the king! A rebellion against the kingdom of Mikelti. A resistance against the ruling class.
本気かい？
Alright, anyone up for treason? It all depends on what justification they have. Then after a pause, he tilts his head and sighs.
どうやら本気みたいだね。
Yeah, if I am, and if things keep escalating from here, the kingdom's doomed. Even an uneducated guy like me can see that. So there's no way for nobles and royals to see that too. There's gotta be a reason why they're doing this, and I'm gonna find out what it is.
突き止めてどうするんだい？
Let's start with a culprit.
僕らは何の力もない平民だ。誰かに言うことを聞かせる力なんてない。
See, really, we don't need anyone to listen to us. We just need to inflict fear on
町や
them.
国の意志をまとめる旗印にもなれない。すべてが無駄に終わって、ここで耐えながら生きるよりも辛いことになる可能性も高い。
Really, there is no one to complain if there's no survivors.
それでも、本気でやるのかい？
Yeah, I am. Things are going to be bad, whether we do anything to stop this or not. That's what my heart's telling me. And I'm the kind of guy who follows his heart. That's the only way I know how to live, and that's what I've always done. And it's what I'll keep doing from here on out. You can't stop me, really, even if I have to do it all myself.
止めないよ。止めても、止まらないだろうしね。やっぱり、君と一緒にいると退屈しないな。僕も付き合うよ、マルク。そんな面白いこと、一人でやろうだなんて許さない。
I don't know if I'd call this fun. But it's good to know you're with me on this, pal. Hold my fist out to him. And with a sly grin, really gives me a fist bump.
まあ、何かあったって、最後は死ぬだけさ。それなら、楽しい、面白いと思える生き方をする。
This is a Galgate. This is a Galgate, right? I'm seeing a lot of bro moments. What the hell is happening here? Well, I don't have any intention of dying, and that's why I'm taking action.
その通りだね。せいぜいあがいてみようじゃないか。
And so, I turned back to the townspeople, who were staring at us somewhat flabbergasted. I'm going to leave Cotheril for a while.
は？マルク、一体何を言って？
In order to take back what was stolen from us, I'm going to have to stop working here for a while. So, I'm really sorry, but I won't be able to stay and help out here. I know you need forages from here more than ever, but I have to do this.
そういうことか。わかったよ。まあ好きにしたらいい。ただマルク、固定リルの名前を出して活動するのは。
Don't worry, I wouldn't want to put the blame on Cotheril and the whole town destroyed. I'll be careful not to arouse any suspicion while I investigate.
どのみち普通の生活はできなくなった。それなら他の町のことも調べてほしい。魔物が出るところにも行ける人じゃないとそういうのできないし。でもそのもし少しでも余裕がありそうだったら。
Of course, helping the people of Cotheril is my top priority. If you ever need something, feel free to ask. I'm here to help the people of this town. And I'll be sure to share whatever I can uncover.
他の町も同じように徴収が行われているのか気になるね。
We all nod in agreement as we confirmed what we're going to do from here.
俺たちは町に残ってる物資を集めて目録を作らない。町のみんなに声をかけていかないとな。しばらくはひもじい生活が続きそうだ。
そうね。ここからは町が一つになって助け合わないと。
I owe the people of this town everything. They looked out for me when I became an orphan and taught me the skills to survive. And it's not just one of them who's been impacted by what happened here. The whole town has their livelihoods at stake. So if the king has allowed these people to suffer, then I cannot abide by that ruler's law. Really? I'm not gonna hold back anymore.
あいにく、君が我慢をしている姿なんて記憶にないけれど。
Shut up. Look, the point is I'm trying to make is that I'm gonna do whatever's necessary.
マルク、分かってるだろうけど確認しておくよ。今からやろうとしていることは、この国を変えるための抵抗運動だ。もし王や貴族が腐敗の原因だとしたら、
We get rid of all of them. Then we'll have to take measures into our own hands if that's what it takes to survive.
口にするだけでも実際に実行しようとしたら、ただ殺されるだけじゃ済まない。
Well, I'm dead either way. If I don't do anything about this, my heart's gonna die before my body does. Call me crazy, but I don't think it's fair that the people of this town are all working their hardest to make a living, only to have the fruits of their hard labor plucked by the knights, simply because they have authority over us and deem themselves to be superior. The day I let them walk all over us is the day I die. Might as well no longer be me by that point. That's why I have to take action. It's simple as that.
生き方は曲げないという僕も同じさ、マルク。生まれついての身分の差が生み出す格差を絶対のものだと平民の恐ろしさを見せてやろう。
Oh, hello.
追い込まれた者の必死さをね。
Hello, welcome to the stream. What's up? Yeah, we're not about to roll over and die just because the king allowed it. We're going to struggle as hard as we can. Come on, start gathering information. Figure out who's behind this, what their motive is, and why they've let the situation grow so severe. I'm gonna start a revolution or die trying. The kingdom of Mykelti is going to change. We'll be the ones to bring that change. Oh, are we finally gonna see the opening movie? Ooh, opening movie. So, okay, that's our MC, Mark. Sophia, so, okay. So, Roland, really. Alvina. Vera, Ernest. That's the king. Nobles. That's a surprising amount of dudes. That is a surprisingly amount of male party members in this game. Well, meanwhile, in the capital of Centaria, a knight stands outside the entrance to the royal castle. That's the princess, isn't it?
入りなさい。
は、バルターフリック、入室いたします。
Ugh. Knight holds his hand to his chest with a delight bow. Sure this isn't a Otome game? I know, right? The knight nods respectfully as he reports the fulfillment of his duty.
は、滞りなく固定リルでの徴収が完了いたし
It's
ま
on
し
the
た。
floor. Yep, I would as well.
セテア様にいただいた許可証のおかげであります。
Oh, the princess is corrupt now, is she?
役に立ったのなら用意した甲斐もあったわね。
Yuki, bring out the shield hero kit. We're gonna go on a revolution.
レナード騎士団長は
は、こたびの招待運用が耳に入らないよう、知れば必ずや陛下のもとへ任務内容を問いただしに向かうでしょうからな。
それでいいわ。
She has a cold glimmer in her eyes and her lips curl in a cruel smirk.
お父様が出した方針はまだまだ甘い。王の言葉は直接それを聞いた者にしか届か。騎士団はそれで罪悪感を消し、行いを正当化することができるでしょうけれど、実際に財を奪われる民衆はそうもいかないでしょう。
Let me get my flamethrower. Yep, we're about to burn. Hey, nice.
王が言葉を発したかどうか確かめる術すらないのだから、どうしても疑いの念が生まれ出て、それが不満へつながる。
だからこその許可証なのですね。命じられた通り、民の目に入るよう提示しました。同時にこの行動は王の認可が下りているものと言葉も発しております。
そう、それでいいの。民が不満を持っても、それを堂々とそうしたら無駄な労力を割かずに済むでしょ。権力とは目に見えない不確かなもの。
Oh, you are one rotten lady.
威風を抱かせるには想像力を促すのが最適でしょう。
Yuki, get the vile woman sign.
でもね、それに物質的な形を与えることで、それは他者に付与することが可能なの。バルタ、あなたの言動には王の権力が乗っている。ドキドキするわね。他者に責任を押し付けつつも、自由に他者を虐げられる。そんな心躍る状況。
Vile woman. These were the same sentiments that the knight had expressed in Kothariel. Having seen the results of the theory put into practice, the knight's so amused he struggles to hide his elation. Certain vile woman here. Yep, we need that sign.
しけついエミが
You know, I should probably make that a sign at some point, or a prop. Just a sign that says vile woman.
いいわ。その顔はとても好ましいもの。人の本性が出てる表情は見ていてとっても嬉しく、まるで仲間を見つけられたようでね。
いやセテア様は素晴らしい素質をお持ちですな。だからこそ忠義を捧げようと思えるのです。
あなたには私がいる。あなたの言動を私が支えましょう。あなたに第二王女セテアの名を使う許可を与える。
Oh, so you're not on the next in line to the throne, so that's why you act like this. You want to undermine...
わかるでしょ?
You want to undermine the kingdom so you can take it over, huh?
拝命いたしました。このバルターフリック、御身に神明を捧げましょう。
Don't worry, we probably won't kill you, but your knight... I am going to hang him on front of the walls.
王国騎士団という暴力を有意義に運用してみせます。
Hate these kinds of people. Worst kind of people ever. Two of them look at each other with maniacal grins as they envision the exciting future they have in store for the kingdom of Mykelti. So the kingdom isn't corrupt, just the princess is. Hey, really?
それにしても少し意外だったよ。
So about what? The town of Kothril is starting to show traces of its former lively self. People have gathered together to discuss ways in which to recover from this dire
バルク
situation.
のことだから真っ先に騎士団へ突撃すると思ったからさ。
There wouldn't be much of a point in trying to attack the knight's military base. The guy killed them one by one, slowly, painfully, discreetly. In fact, that'd make things just worse. If we act now, we risk losing like we are getting revenge on Kothril's behalf.
安心した。冷静に状況を見極められてるんだね。
What? Were you expecting me to be more hot-headed? I'm a forager. We have to be cautious no matter how aggravated we are.
そうだね。狩りの場では冷静さを失った者から命を落とす。
Exactly. That's one of the first things that's drilled into us as foragers. That's why we need to gather information first and then determine what best course of action is from here.
賛成だ。大まかな方針としては、そうだね。各町を巡っての情報収集は第一としても、
Yeah, we need allies too. The two of us don't stand a chance standing up against the kingdom by ourselves.
人が増えるほど動きが悟られる。むやみに声をかけて、どんどん仲間にしていくのは反対かな。
Right, you need to seek out like-minded people who are able to fight. If we're selective with who we partner with, we'll be able to keep word about us from spreading. Oh, so we're going with guerrilla tactics. I see.
そうだね。派手に動くのは決定的な時だけにしよう。
Well, not that we've decided what action we're going to take yet. But hopefully we cross the path with potential allies while we're out gathering info. If we can become acquainted with influential people of the town, that'll help us in our efforts.
マルク、行き先はどうする？
Well, if we're departing from Kothril, we got several choices. The Hunter's Hide, Kothril. Okay.
まずは西方面にある首都サンタリアかな。
Right, the capital is the home of the king and where the knight's military base is located. That seems like the best place to start. Seeing what the situation is like in Santerra would probably give a good indication of the state of the kingdom as a whole. That sounds like a bad idea.
時点はアムレシー。サンタリアに次ぐ人口密集地だ。
I know they're pretty powerful. I think the place is further southwest on the coast. If we had trouble like we have, they'd be good allies to have on our side, but somehow I have a feeling that won't be easy.
あとはアムレントかな。 立地的にある種の独立形態を保つ町だ。
Right, they're located in the seaside forest to the southeast. Heard they have a strong defense line, and if there ever came a time we never ever needed to use it, they'd be a force to reckon with. You might not be suspicious of the royals, nobles, or knights yet. Even the strongest fortress can be destroyed from the inside. Gathering info will be crucial if you want to
あ
win
あ、
them
それ
over.
と固定リルからだとリアマにも行きやすいね。
They're mainly known for the little town on the north. But seeing as they're so small, I wonder if that makes them more or less likely to be targeted. Probably don't seem like a juicy target as Kothril, but considering that we're situated between the capital and Ryama on the Royal Highway, knights could have headed there after raiding us. Okay.
小さいからこそやりやすいとも言える。
Wait, give me a sec. Phone's ringing. Okay, we're back. Sorry, had to answer something. Well, whereas a place like Amaracy and Amalent might make it hard for them, huh? So, Okay.
どこに向かうかはマルクに任せるよ。ああ、他にもラキメルやユイドラも固定リルとは直接街道がラキメルに行くならまずはサンタリア、ユイドラに行くならまずはアムレントに行く必要ありだ。
Got it. And I'll decide which towns to investigate first. We'll come back and check up in Kothril too. Can abandon them in time if need.
折を見てよ。また狩りに出かけるなら湖畔の新緑に行くといいよ。
Okay, so we have the forest over there. Okay, Ruli, what do we do? Oh yeah, that reminds me. Sophia, that girl was attacked by monsters. She said she was from Ryama. Well, the knights had already left by the time we got here, so I'm sure there's nothing to worry about. Right?
マルク、どうかしたかい？
Oh, nothing. Alright, let's move out. Okay, so what you're telling me is I have to go to Ryama.
説明を始めます。
Uh-huh. Okay. Yep, it's asking me to visit Ryama first. Before that, let's go to Kotharil. Might got some stuff I need to check. Uh-huh. Town may have offer some mini games. Okay, got it. Okay, let's go to the fishing hole first. Nobody in the party can do this. Okay, none of y'all can fish. Got it. What about the workshop?
覚えておいてください。
Mhm. Uh-huh. Okay, so the best way to earn money here is to sell. Got it. And oh, that's interesting. Okay. So to learn how to use, oh, got it.
次も頼むぞ。
Okay. To unlock items, I have to sell it to the right merchants. Okay. Minimum required level 5. Back off. What level am I? Well, I'm level 4. I can probably do this. Well, let's see if anyone needs our
自
help.
分たちで解決できない事案があれば優先的にだね。
After a nice requisition supplies from the town, everyone's struggling. From what I heard, it sounds like it doesn't sound like anyone stood in defiance to them. There's a lot of damage around town. So I guess they use their force to intimidate people into handing over their wealth and possessions. But I wonder why there's damage to the buildings in the town itself. You think there'd be casualties, but there weren't.
言っても山賊や戦争上わざわざ建物を狙って傷をつけたわけじゃないと思うけれどね。
Well, it was a group of heavily armed knights that were stomping around
武器
town.
を振り回したわけじゃないだろうけれど、隠してる物資を無理やりに探し出すとかはあったんだろうね。
As Ruli and I contemplate the damage, we happen to see a familiar face.
んなんだマルコおい戻ってきたのかよ
Oh, hey, sorry, we're getting away?
そうじゃねえがいいのかここでグダグダしてて
Yeah, it's fine. I know we said we'd be venturing off to the other towns, but we also want to do what we can to help Kotharil too. Even if we have an important goal, then we need to take care of. Doesn't mean we can't turn our backs on the situation
そ
here.
うかそりゃありがたい話
何か僕たちに頼みたい仕事。
もちろんあるぜ素材を取ってきてほしい
That's exactly what those foragers are here for. What kind of resources are you after?
どんな素材でも今はありがたいって言い動物や魔物の皮があると町のやつら原料がないと商品を作ってか
そして金がないといろんな物資が補充できなくなる。
Sure, our town may be covered when it comes to products that our local artisans can produce, but for anything that the people of our town can produce ourselves, you have no choice but to buy them in. Got it. We'll gather some
あ
for
り
you.
がたい頼んだ
Really? Where do you think the best place to go hunting would be?
いくつか候補はあるけど、魔獣が住み着いてる場所といえば、
The nearby cave would probably be our best bet, wouldn't it? There's a deep cave located near Kotharil, which we call the Fiend's Den. It's a dangerous place where magical creatures dwell, and the people of town warned to stay away from there. Yeah, that would be the perfect hunting ground for us. There's more than just animals and monsters, and we can find other materials there too. Let's
漁
go.
師のお仕事開始だね。張り切って潜ってこようか。
Fiend's Den. Okay, we do Fiend's Den first. Ooh, fishing. Ah, we can't fish because no one can fish. Boo. Black magic thread. Harikite, harikite ko. Ah, I see. Kita-san. Alright, we've made it to the Fiend's Den. No matter how many times you come here, this cave always feels so eerie.
仕方ないよ。名前の通り、中には魔獣がうようよいつ戦闘になってもおかしくない。警戒を強めていこう。
Right, it's important for us to keep our wits about us. We don't want to be off guard when we get ourselves killed down there. Fiends are powerful creatures. One wrong move and they could easily kill you. But if we don't hunt them, we can't get our hands on their hides. So of course we have to face them, but...
ここからの問題は、どこまで潜るかだね。
we usually stick pretty close to the entrance here. I've never ventured too deep into this cave before.
奥深くには、それだけ強く厄介な魔獣が住んでいるよ。
Cothril is in desperate need of valuable resources right now. While securing a large supply of resources is definitely important, they'd really benefit from having more expensive resources on hand too.
そうだね。商品価値の高いものが取引できれば、町のためになる。
Negotiating and dealing with merchants might be outside our realm of expertise, but having good quality resources is bound to aid the town in its recovery. So let's do this. Time to give these fiends a nasty wake-up call. Okay, I have to actually walk around. Got it. I can't even mine? Really? How useless am I? Ooh. Trust combos. How much damage does this do?
冷静に行こう。これで。
300. Tag team. 300. 32. 112. Oh, that's gonna be dangerous. I am gonna need the third man before I do anything here.
これで。そら。
Oh, yep, that is dangerous.
冷静に行こう。
That is dangerous at this level.
これで。そら。始めようぜ。冷静に行こう。せいはっ。
Yeah, we will need the third party member before we do anything in this place. Getting Ruli at like that point in just one go, not good. Alright, we're going to Ryama first. We gotta pick up a third party member. Let's see. Ooh, there's a hunting hide spot. Let's go to the hunting workshop first. Ma'am, what do you buy? Nothing. Damn. The hunting hide? The hunting spot, maybe? Need a quiver every time you hunt. Okay. 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 $160 points one time. Okay.
よし、やってやるぜ。よし。よし。
Oh god, it's an aiming minigame.
よし。よ
Okay,
し。
as long as it's not human, right?
しまった。
Fuck, it's a person.
よし。
Immediately shot a guy.
よし。よし。
Why would I invert mouse controls here? The hell? Oh, that's another person.
こんなもんかな。
よし、やってやるぜ。よし。よし。よし。よし。
Nope, that's...
しまった。
That's a guy.
こんなもんかな。よし。
John, you
やってやる
suck.
ぜ。
I know.
よし。
I know, Yuki. I just shoot and go and no thing.
よし。よし。よし。
Okay, that's a guy. Don't shoot it.
よし。よし。
Why are there guys tied up in the middle of the forest?
よし。よし。
That's a guy. Don't shoot him.
達成だな。
Blue fruits, soft feathers, unkempt feathers, soft tail, and alion's breath. Okay, good.
いらっしゃいませ。
Okay, what resources can we sell for you, ma'am? Nothing.
ま
Okay.
たお越しください。いらっしゃいませ。
Can I buy a weapon from here? The Ryugato, which no one equips. Oh wait, no, it
またお
needs.
越しください。
I have to Oh. Okay, that's an interesting mechanic for the game at least. Ethereal. Artisan shop, please.
何が欲しいんだ？
Okay, let me sell 2 of these. 2 of that. 4 of that.
毎度。
Okay, weapons. Longsword. That's a bonus. We get 2. Shields. I don't have enough money for that. Important. Power hunting bow. That's not. That's 4,000 gold. Okay, we're broke already. Okay, I know this. Got it. Collect item in the game and there's a bonus. Got it. Okay, back to the Fiend's Den. Looks like I can't continue the story unless I finish the Fiend's Den. Oh, that sounds like trouble.
冷静に行こう。せいはっ。始めようぜ。冷静に行こう。
Okay. That's already troubling. Ooh, firebolt, ow. Ow. I'm gonna have to grind more. Go. Ow, 117. Tag team. That guy,
始めようぜ
that thing's almost gonna
冷静に行こ
kill
う
me.
そら始めようぜ冷静に行こう始めようぜ
Oh, bonus for airborne
冷静に
enemies.
行こうせいはっ
Soaring spear.
せい
Okay, so Rulies are Kukulane, I guess. Can gay bullet people. The Fiend's Den is gonna be rough. Okay, so I have to go down here. Okay.
よーしやってやるぜ冷静に行こうせいはっ
Tag team. Oh, okay. So the Soaring Spear can crit harder.
始めようぜ冷静に行こうふっせいよし
Ow. Oh, shoot. There's a disarm.
始めようぜ冷静に行こ
Go.
うこれでそら力がみなぎるぜよーしやってやるぜ冷静に行こうそら
561.
これで始めようぜ
Kill this one, and you go with here.
そら
550 into
これで
421.
もっと経験を積めば
Well, we've been hunting in the Fiend's Den for a while now, but we can't just endlessly... We just can't keep endlessly delving into the depths. We have to wrap things up.
そろそろ探索終了かなマルク気をつけていたと思う
Yeah, of course. We hunt too aggressively will destroy the local population. No self-respecting forager overhunts in an area. The Fiends might be dangerous, but they provide valuable resources for some people. If we end up hunting them to extinction, we won't be able to obtain those precious resources anymore. It would take a long time for the Fiends to repopulate the area. The ripple effects of overhunting are severe. That's why foragers are taught that we need to manage the Fiend populations. We've hunted a lot of Fiends in this cave. We need to warn the townspeople to keep away
僕ら
from
も
them.
控えないとねここは町にとって大切な資源でもある
We need to ensure this place has enough resources for the town when we need them. Yep. Yeah, we can't... I wish we could just keep helping Kotharil forever. But before that, item. Dead Eye Bangle. Oh, that's for bow, isn't it? Ooh, heal.
敵が来たよ
Okay, that's dangerous. I am already sensing danger.
冷静に行こうふっせいよしよし始めようぜ冷静に行こうせいはっふっ
Tag team, Soaring Spear.
始めようぜ。冷静
Double
に行こう。
slash, Soaring Spear. Kill it.
せいはっ
662.
始めようぜ。冷静に行こう。これで
Beast Folk's Claw, okay. Doesn't seem possible to go further. Dang it, no one in the party can gather anything in this cave.
よーし、やってやるぜ。冷静に行こう。これでそら始めようぜ。冷静に行こう。始めようぜ。冷
This
静に行こ
one and this one. First, oh hey, really learns first strike. That's
う。
cool.
そら
Can actually counter people. Fiend's Fangs. What's in here? Healing water. What's this? Okay, let's escape. Okay, let's go back to Cotharil. Shop first.
何が欲しいんだ？迷子。次も頼むぞ。
Damn it, what a mess.
ここでもなのか。
What do you mean by that?
いや、最近は空気が冷たいな、そのままの意味だよ。まだ暖かい時期のはずなのに、どうにも気温が低い気がしてね。気温が低い状態が続けば、農産物の収穫量が減る。農業で稼ぐ平民は、その上で収穫量が減るというのは、
I don't follow. You mean the nobles will get annoyed because they won't be able to collect as much tax?
マルク、どうして騎士が町や村から徴収するのかわかるかい？部隊を運用するとね、物資が足りなくなるんだ。
Mobilize? You mean the knights to be on duty?
そう。部隊を派遣するときは、だけど長期的に運用すればするほど物資が足りなくなるんだよ。
There is only so much in supplies they can take with them, right? Got it. Are they preparing for
やがて
war?
足りなくなった物資をね、現地で補充するんだ。国王や貴族の承認を税を納めるのとは別に、突発的な
Well,
徴収
that's the
が起こ
reason
る
why
の
the
は
knights
そのため
came
だ。
to steal supplies from Cotharil.
話を戻すけれど、人口が多い都市、全体量が減れば、備蓄にも、部隊
I see.
運用の際にも影響が出るからね。
I see, so that's what you mean by provoking the knights and nobles. Man, really, you're pretty clever. I just...
そんなことはないよ。前に、そういう教育を受けただけだからね。
Hey, really, why was it that you came to Mikelthi? Really seems alarmed at first, blinking repeatedly.
大
Gives me a
した
soft
理由
grin.
はないよ。新しい生活をしたかったってだけでね。
I swear, if you're a runaway prince, I'm gonna have to deal with you later.
生まれの身分も血統も関係ない場所で、自由になりたかった。
Well, were you not able to live freely before?
決められた道を、ただ歩かされるだけのよ。何が正解かは窮屈で、今思えば、贅沢な悩みだったんだろうけれどね。
Do you feel like you can live freely now?
もちろん、今はとても楽しいよ。ミケルティ王国は今、それでも僕は、たとえ道半ばで命を失う自分の生き方になっ僕が求めていたのは、きっとこういう暮らし方だったんだろう。
Really? Well, I'm glad to hear that. Thanks for coming along with me, really.
突然なんだい？
Well, no matter how pissed I am at the knights and nobles, I doubt I would be able to take action if it was my own. So I'm grateful that we're able to stand up and face this together,
口説くつ
bro.
もりなら、お酒の席がおすすめだけど。
Don't be stupid. I'd sooner spend my money on myself than take a man out for dinner.
それは同感だ。さあ、町のためにできることがないか探すとしよ
To me, Cothrill's my hometown, but to Ruly, I guess it's his second home. So the two of us walk around the town square, approach anyone who looks like he could use a hand. What to do, what to do.
う。その果実だが、まだ熟してない。かじろうものなら腹を下すよ。
Dude, I wasn't puzzling over where to eat or not.
失礼。君の目利きの腕を疑ってたわけじゃないよ。
So you're just teasing
い
me,
つも
are
よ
you?
り選定に時間がかかってると思ってね。ほら、今も手が止まってる。
Ah, crap.
仕事で悩みがあるなら、喜んで聞き役になるけれど。
Aren't I lucky to have a forger pal like you? Well, see you, Ruly. I've been wondering if there's any quick and easy training method to grow stronger.
まずは話の前提を共有しようか。
I mean, us forgers need to have physical strength, right?
戦闘技術と確かに植物や鉱石、動物や魔物の狩猟、それに彼らの縄張り争いに巻き込まれて戦闘に発展する機会は多い。
But whether you're fighting them or escaping from them, you need to have a certain degree of physical strength, right?
さらに言うなら、戦闘技術が高ければより良い仕事のためには自己の鍛錬は不可欠だね。
The problem is, well, we're in tough times at the moment. We don't have time to train slow and
それ
steady.
で効率的に戦闘技術を高める方法という。
Yeah, that's the word, efficient. I knew you'd understand,
Yeah.
Ruly.
ただ厳しい修行を避けたいだけに思えてならないね。
Here I was thinking you were in the same length here. You don't get it at all.
おう、今の話聞かせてもらったぜ。
I never thought you were an eavesdropper.
そう言うな。ここから南方にあるミケルティ王国と手っ取り早く簡単に強くなれる迷宮があるって噂を聞いた。
You mean the exact thing I'm looking for really exists?
しかも迷宮の内部には財宝まで眠ってるって話だぜ。
眉唾者じゃないかい。そんな都合のいい場所があるなんて。
Jeez, way to be a party pooper, Ruly.
そりゃうまい話だけとはいかねえ。
Vagueness is kind of
いいことばかり
worrying.
が起きるとは限らないと
But
言われ
it
てる。
does have me intrigued. Couldn't hurt to check it
朝
out
な
at
んかに
least.
惑わされるのはごめん。でも、この真偽を確かめるというなら賛成だよ。
I was hoping you'd say that. Wait, is this gonna be that cave for every Eushully game that shames you? Yep, the loser's labyrinth. Wait, let me save first. Let me save first because if I know if this is what this thing is in the usual Eushully games, well, before that, grab thread. If this is what I think it is, then this might be a bad idea. Head to the south of Kingdom Mikelthi, near the border of the Dominion of Distrapity. Come across a stone building that looks like an ancient ruin. This must be it. We arrived at the Loser's Labyrinth, the place we heard about when we were last in Cothril. Judging by the size and height of it, it seems like there's several floors to this place.
火のないところに煙は立たぬということか。
Ruly's
確かめない
mouth
とわから
hangs
ない
agape,
ものだね。
unable to hide his astonishment. But he quickly closes his mouth again as we proceed to the next stage.
興奮するのはもう少し後だ。
Well, we can't be sure the coast is clear and we'll check ourselves. So we inspect the surrounding area, checking to make sure there aren't any traps laying around or any enemies hiding in the shadow waiting to strike. Well, I don't see any traps or enemies on this side. How about you?
同じく異常はない。油断こそできないが、噂は噂でしかないね。
We were warned it wouldn't be all sunshine and rainbows here, but luckily there doesn't seem to be a case in the perimeter. But man, is this labyrinth enormous. You can tell the sheer size of the building of how vast it might be. It's got a real presence about it. It's almost kinda inviting, don't you
なん
think?
とも独特で興味深い雰囲気を醸してるよね。
You're being sarcastic, aren't
そ
you?
う感じるなら僕らは気が合うみたいだ。
Yeah, it seems like it's super fishy, but I guess that's what makes it so
でも
intriguing.
肝心の扉はピタリと閉ざされていて、中の様子まではわからない。
I can vaguely sense there's monsters lurking within. Almost though, even if we opened the doors, none of the monsters would come charging towards us. Guess there won't be much use in trying to lure them out, but what on earth could be
気
lurking
になる
within?
のかい？
What's that supposed to
悩むと
mean?
いうことはどこかで期待してるんだと思ってね。
Yeah, but I just can't believe every promising rumor
前向き
here.
な思考や探求心も必要なことさ。
Thanks. Well, we did come here to confirm the validity of the
けれど
rumor.
悩むにしても一旦迷宮は逃げたりしないからね。
Right. Since I was the one who suggested we come here, he's leaving us to make the call. Alright, let me think things over. So, according to the rumors, there may be a quick and easy way to get strong behind these doors, but they also say it's not all sunshines and rainbows. What should we do? I'm not opening that door.
君にしては慎重だね。そう思う根拠は？
The presence of this place, its inviting atmosphere, it's all good to be true. If it's a trap, I don't want to casually barge inside. If we're going in, we should at least be a little stronger
強く
first.
なるための迷宮へ行くために力をつけるなんて皮肉な話だね。
Maybe there's no easy way to go stronger after all. So, you want to know why I don't want to go in there?
そう強くなるための迷宮へ行くために力をつけるなんて
Because in every Eushully game, there will always be a labyrinth that helps you power level. The problem is that it'll give you a loser title that's gonna keep on ruining every single scene you're in. And it's ugly. Yeah, the game provides you a shortcut, but it's going to shame you for taking that shortcut. And no thank you, I have my pride. Let's go to Ryama. Phew, we made it. Ryama is a remote town of modest size, but I've been here before to sell resources that I've gathered. Ryama specializes in producing textiles and handicrafts. This town's so close to the border. If we went further north, it will be in another kingdom. I've never left the kingdom before, so it's hard to even fathom. I believe that's the region of Diganel? Diganel? It's mostly home to demi-humans, ogres, and succubi. Oh god, succubi. So it's extremely dangerous for humans to set foot in there. Heard there's a lot of ruins and caves there, as well as towns built by demi-humans. The main river that runs to the kingdom of Mikilti is the Glacier River. I'm pretty sure my mentor told me that the source of that river is Lake Fima in Diganel. Alright, it doesn't look like there's much going for us and look like information about here, but the atmosphere seems pretty easygoing here in Ryama. It doesn't seem like the pillaging of Kothril has much had impact here. There's always a chance they might have information, right? Really doesn't reply. Really? What's wrong? Have you noticed
な
something?
んだか前に来た時より女性が多いように見えるね。
It wasn't until he mentioned that I noticed the men-women splits here seems to be a little uneven. Maybe the worker No, the knights kidnapped them, didn't they?
きっと人が多い場所へ流れていったんだろ
Somewhere they can earn
う。
money, huh?
まあ、この国だと行き先はサンタリアかな。
Right. If you move to the capital, you'd probably be able to earn a better living. It's not that simple either. It's hard to find a place to live that costs money too. They're likely moved elsewhere because they weren't earning enough here. Which probably means they also don't have a lot of
そ
money.
こら辺はほら、人間雨風をしのげるなら多少は雑でも大丈夫でしょ
You think they don't end up in the slums? It's still preferable to the lives here in
う。
Ryama.
そう思いたくはないけどね。
I wonder if there's a reason for the economy not being so great here in Ryama. If there's artisans here, they'd be able to make the local products, right?
いろいろ考えられるけれど、その特産品が順調に作れなくなってるのか。人手がいなくなるってことは、職人の数も減るだ。それ以外の生活を支える人も減るってことだ。
Which means the foundations for artisans to be able to work here has collapsed, huh? Just people who can cook, of course, but people who can construct buildings and make clothes too. Wait, John, you're not live on Twitch? Hey, Nimru. Yeah, I'm not. I'm a bit iffy on putting this on Twitch, so until I get a definitive answer from Twitch support, I'm just gonna play this on YouTube for now.
売買できる商品が少なくなったら、行商人の出入りも減るだろ
Well, it's a downward spiral. No wonder the situation deteriorates. Liveliness of the place has declined because the working population has moved away. It's me. Oh, hey, Ian! Dang it! Hey, Ian. Yeah, I'm a bit iffy on the answer that Twitch gave me about this game, so YouTube it is for now. Seeing as we're here, if there's anything I can do for them, I'd like to help.
僕たちにできることは見つかったんじゃない？
Alright, foragers. Also, just saying, for a Galgay, I've been hanging out with this guy way too long. We haven't seen a single girl. We can go get materials
そう
for
すれ
them.
ば少しは役に立てるかもしれないね。
Well, in that case, let's go say hi to an artisan we know of and, oh? That's Sophia, isn't it? Please tell me you're here. Yeah, Sophia! Finally, a girl that's not... Finally, a girl I'm sick of hanging out with Ruli. Hey,
よか
Sophia.
った。無事にリアマまで戻れたんだね。
あの時はお世話になりました。
Oh, it was nothing.
命の恩人って大したことあると思います。
固定リルからのキロは一人にならないよう注意したかい？
ちゃんと気をつけました。
Ian, we've spent the past 2 hours hanging out with just one dude. This isn't an Otome game. It's a gal game. Why am I hanging out with a dude?
リアマに戻る知人と一緒に行けることになったので大丈夫でした。
Finally, a girl. Wonder what it is. It seems like there's something she wants to say, but isn't sure how to.
固定リル大丈夫でしたか？
Yeah, it's okay for now, at least. We parted ways with you at the entrance, but you've seen it. You've seen it too, huh,
は
Sophia?
い。街が荒れててうつむいた人も多くて騎士団の人たちが街のものを持っていったって聞きました。
Yeah, it's pretty horrible what they did.
本当に騎士団の人が信じられません。
Sophia had a gloomy look on her face. Even after seeing the state of the town herself, she still struggled to accept it. For her to be in such disbelief, I wonder if she knows anyone in the Royal Knights. You weren't hurt, were you, Sophia? The Knights had already left by the time we got there, so I'm sure you would have been
は
fine.
い。怪我は大丈夫だったんで頼まれた用事が果たせなくってみんなに申し訳なかったです。
What do you mean?
お店によっていろんなものを見てもらったんです。
Oh no, she was peddling goods and those Knights ruined
で
it.
も運んでもらって悪いけど今はお金をそう言われてリアマにすぐ
No, Sophia. Does she sell resources like we do? No, she's selling textiles.
なるほど。そういう用事だったのか。ソフィアさんはリアマの特産品を
Yeah.
売買しに来たんだね。
はい。リアマの代表として若くて体力あるからって。
Strong, you say. Ma'am, you struggled with 3 dogs, but okay.
次に行商人さんが来てくれる日遠くって。でもそれだと生活できなくなってきて。
Oh,
固
Sophia.
定リルにリアマの特産品を売りに行ったけどうまくいかなかった。
Right, it was after everything that happened. So they said they couldn't trade with you. After what happened, they couldn't just carry on with business as usual.
他の町に行くのもでもこれからのためにもっと織物製品が必要。お金もそうですけど糸とか布の素材それも今はって断られちゃって。
Aw, Sophia. I look over at Ruli. We each give each other a
リア
nod.
マでは必要な素材を確保するの。
この辺りでも取れるってそういう知識や技術を持ってる人やそういった職業に就く人も少なくなってて。
Well, you're in luck. We can get them for you. We're foragers, and we specialize in gathering resources. So it's only natural we'd get them.
今町のお金が少なくて報酬もあんまり出せないかも。
Well, we can't do it for free, of course, but that's fine.
それじゃ
Still need to get to
で
work.
も今の状態だとずっと困ることになるんじゃ。僕たちがリアマを去ったらまた
確かに一時的な解決にしかならないです。
Well, I have an idea for that. If it works out, then Ryama will be back at its former glory.
そんな方法がわかりました。
Huh. Well, go on, Sophia. Let's hear it.
皆さんがリアマに住むんですね。大歓迎です。
Sophia, You know, you sweet little girl, but no, we can't.
来たのも外れの方に空き家もあるのでそこをきれいにすれば
No, that's not it. Don't look at me with those sparkling eyes with hope. I'm suggesting that we teach you the ways of gathering resources.
はい
Then you can pass on those skills on the others in town too.
私が覚えて教えるんですか
Yes.
そうすれば活気もつく手助けになるかなってね。
でも私戦うことなんて
It's okay, we'll give you a gun. Just shoot him. You don't really know how to fight. If Ryama specialized in textiles and handicrafts, then you don't need to hunt animals for monsters for hides, don't you? So we'll teach you the skills of exploration and how to gather resources.
その皆さんはそういう技術って簡単に教えるものじゃないんじゃ
Well, they are a somewhat specialized set of skills and techniques. We learned these skills by becoming apprentices for a mentor. But Ryama is in critical state. So you can't afford to hesitate. You need to do what you can. See, finally, a protagonist that actually thinks of the long-term solutions, not just whatever. And we're offering to teach you what we know. You know what that means?
それ
Yep, that's right.
もしかして
We're going to let her steal what we know to save Ryama. That's how severe her situation is.
私に身内になれって弟子入りと称して技術を教えるよって抱え込んで最終的には家族になろうとそういう告白を
I think you're jumping a few steps here, Sophia, but okay, not quite. Can't seem to get on the same page. It's so frustrating. I tried. Why does she sound familiar? I wonder why, Yuki. Here, let's look at that for you. Hiyoko. Oh, it's an alias. That's an alias, Yuki. When she finally seems to get it, she lets out a big sigh and says,
わかりました確かに私が最初を覚えたらリアマのためになりますねでも本当に私魔物とうまく戦えないしできることと言ったらイーリュン様のお力を借りて怪我を治すことくらい
Wait, you're a cleric?
癒しの力を司る女神イーリュン様の神道と
とても優しい素晴らしい女神様です
When you become a believer of a certain religion and pray to that god, you will be blessed with that god's power. So if Sophia is a believer of the god of healing, that means you can perform recovery magic. Well, that's incredible. That's incredibly useful skill to have in battle.
そうでしょうか
Yeah, battling's not just about fighting the enemy, yeah. Because you're gonna die if you don't have anyone healing you.
その通り後方支援だって必要な役割だ
Okay, our first female party member is a healer. You know what? Fair enough. Fair enough for the usual beats.
前に出て戦う人は怪我をするしそうなれば戦闘能力が落ちるでもソフィアさんがいてくれれば効率的に活動できるはずだ僕たちだけで漁師活動をするよりも
私の力が
As though she realize how her powers can come in handy. So, Sophia, allow me to invite you to join us one more time. Come gather with us. Let's go collect lots of materials for the town.
はい行きますリアマのためになることを頑張って覚えたいですお手数かけますがよろしくお願いします
After discussing with Sophia, who knows her homeland well, we decide where we gather resources. So we make our way to the shoreline forest.
そうなんですか
Yeah, that's where we were hunting before we
正
jumped
確に
into you.
は魔物に襲われる前かな
また魔物に遭遇するんでしょうか
Well, we can get resources from monsters. If you find any, it's worth hunting them down.
遭遇するんですねしかもこちらから襲うんですね
Yep, so be focused. This is a do or die situation.
わかりましたここからは狩りの時間ですね
魔物討伐が主目的じゃないのを忘れずにね
Yay, we got Sophia! And an iron wall scroll. Wait, is that a defense item? Let's see. Route map. Santeria. Cotheril. Okay. Let's go visit the workshop.
いらっしゃいませ。 またお越しください。
Okay, they're not buying anything I'll need. But party. Formation. Sophia. Put you here. What's Sophia's stats? Skills. Backline fighter 1. Okay. Combo 1. Item expert 1. Reduced. Okay. Magic barrier 1. Oh, she can. Okay. Her weapons are a bow and a staff. Healing, purify, attack up. Intelligence, wisdom up. Oh, I can actually make that? Cool. Huh. Okay, let's go to the shoreline forest. We're walking through the shoreline forest with Sophia. Flower and stem of this plant have different medicinal properties. Oh, and if you boil the roots and make tea out of it, it's supposed to be good for you too. As we explain to her various uses of certain plants, Sophia lets out a gasp of awe, her eyes wide in amazement. But then her face immediately brightens.
こっちのは織物の原料です。
That one's a little too young. We should pick ones that have slightly thicker runners.
そうなんですか?
Picking younger plants is inefficient. We need to think about next year's harvest too. And if you reap all the resources at once, you'll negatively affect the next year's growth. That's why it's important to survey the whole area to work out how much is reasonable to take without harming the environment. To give an example, this one over here seems to have grown enough. You can often find them growing near trees. That's worth keeping in mind.
物知りですね。
It's nothing. This is common knowledge among foragers. These days, even artisans are mindful of it too. They already have a good eye for quality after all, so a lot of them pick their own materials.
へえ、職人が直接素材を取りに、珍しいことじゃなくなってきてるんでしょうか。
少しずつだけれどね。
Then we'll probably divert from gathering resources to escorting people. As we gather resources, we share our knowledge with Sophia.
この調子ならすぐに十分な量が集まりそうです。
You know what? That smile is cute. Yeah, we're going pretty well
探
here.
索して採取もいいけど、本当は栽培できればいいんだろうね。でも結構管理が難しいというか、気をつける点が多いらしい。育てて良質なものを量産するのは卓越した知識がいるんだそうだ。
Yeah, but it takes a lot of effort for sure. But if you give it a try and start off small, it could pay off in the long run.
片手間でできるものじゃないからね。それで十分な額を稼げるほどうまくやれる人は多くないんだろう。
Well, if only that knowledge could be shared to the town. That would solve a lot of their problems.
その代わり、これまでよりも儲けられなくなる人が出るよ。
I guess the people who'd have to share their knowledge would be
誰だっ
short-handed.
て自分の儲け分は確保したいはずだよ。
Well, they'd naturally be worried that the people they teach might end up being more successful than them.
知識や技術、
知識や技術のその本当にいいんですか？
You mean if
やっぱり
it's...
こういうのは
You mean if it's okay for us to teach you what we know?
はい。
Of course. I mean, we wouldn't want to ensure that you can keep making money, of course. But if that comes to the expense of our friends and acquaintances suffering, it's just not right.
不幸にってそれは
今の状態だと飢餓や必要な物資が確保できなくて病気になったりかな。
And we're not about to let people die if we can help it. So it's fine if we're helping you out.
ありがとうございます。もし私にできることがあったら言ってください。親切にしてもらった分をお返しできるよう、その怪我をしてたらイーリュン様の奇跡で。
Thanks, that's more than enough. There's nothing more gratifying than helping each other out. What did I say? Yeah. Alright, let's keep gathering. If you have any questions, feel free to ask. Okay, it's time to go and hunt. Oh, she is squishy. 382? That's not right. 382? Oh, she's a very squishy character. That's concerning. Okay, we got a branch. Oh. Mercury stone. Oh, fight.
随分と素材が溜まってきましたね。
They're close.
何かですか？
魔物だね。戦闘になる前に気づけて幸いだった。
I told you go hide, Sophia,
そう
but
しない方がいいだろうね。
そんなにも危険な魔物なんですか？
well, I think it's fair to say that all monsters are dangerous. There's a couple of reasons why I think you should stay, but what do you say? If you really don't want to be a part of this battle, we'll understand.
理由を聞いてから判断したいかもです。
That's exactly what I want to see. I see her grasping for a way to use her powers to help her hometown. Because you know how to cast recovery magic, having you fighting us with us would be a huge reassurance.
おお、私がいると心強い。
Oh no, she's impressionable too. It couldn't hurt if you grew a little more accustomed to fighting as well. That is, if you're planning on branching out more to gather resources.
今はこうやって私だけマルクさんたちはリアマに住むいずれは私一人で戦う場面が出てくる。
出会った時も実際に魔物と対峙してた。
危ないところでした。もし助けてもらえなかったら。
You might not be cut out for it. Personality-wise, fighting just might not be for you. I reckon you'd probably do better standing behind in a support role. But there's inevitably going to be times where if you run into monsters when we're not around.
私も戦えるようにやり方を覚え、
Right.
一応町の人には
弓の扱いには自信あり。
どうなんでしょう。得意と言えるほどでは。
Well, so you're not even sure yourself how strong you are. Well, don't worry. You've got us here. We're not going to ask you to fend for
そうだ
yourself.
ね。ちゃんと手助けする。
頼もしいです。ありがとうございます。
Ooh.
頑張り皆さんがいなくなっても大丈夫。私一人でもきちんと危機を乗り切れるように。
Could this be the power of Elion, the goddess of
何
healing?
よりも親切にして教えてくれたことを吸収して成長してみせま。魔物相手にだって怖がらずにちゃんと正面から向き合って。
It's okay to feel fear. In fact, it's probably preferable to fear them. Feel bad for taking the wind out of her sails, just as she's feeling motivated, but make sure to correct her.
特段正面から向き合う必要もないね。
If you attack them from behind, that's even
汚く
better.
勝利を手繰り寄せるのも戦闘の知恵だよ。
汚く
Sophia, what we want you to take away from fighting with us isn't to not feel fear during battle. It's to embrace that fear and use it to your advantage in battle. Yeah, kill them before they even find you.
恐怖心を。
怖いという気持ちは相手を侮らないためのいい自制心になる。生き残るために相手が何をしてくるかわからないからね。
So it's important to be aware about your and your enemy's potential in battle. If you know how your enemy's going to attack, then it makes it easier for you to turn the situation to your advantage. So observe your surroundings carefully and use it to your advantage. That's the iron law of battle. That's the necessity of fear. It's through fear that we become cautious and can keep focused in battle.
でも怖いと思ってたら戦えないんじゃ。
No, it's because you're afraid that you fight. In order to survive, you'll rack up your brain to come up with a way to overcome. That's when you muster up your courage, right?
はい、勇気を振りし怖がりながらもその気持ちに負けないように。
Alright, that's it. Let's go.
魔物との心優しき女神イーリュン様、どうか経験なる信とソフィアを見守っててくだ。この戦いで私は変わります。怖いけど膝が震えるくらい魔物と戦えるように勝てるようにやり方を覚えます。
And so, We and the now motivated Sophia turn to the monster's position. Alright, Sophia, let's go.
よーしやってやるぜ
Why am I in auto battle? Hell no.
せんはっ始めようぜ
Okay, defend.
冷静に行こ
Oh, okay, he has a no wait time skill now. Cool. Sho Tenbu.
強くなった気がします。
Oh wow, Sophia really is weak. She's level 1. Sophia let out a somewhat unfitting cry as she cast her magic. Fortunately, it was to us, her allies, and to heal our wounds.
戦闘終了です。やりきりました。やってやりましたよ。
Aww. Sophia has a satisfied grin on her face. She wipes the sweat off her brow and grins cheerfully. Well done.
怪我してるところないですか？
No, I'm fine. I'm not injured at all. You really cast those spells with all your heart, huh?
そうでした。
And congratulations on defeating the monsters too. Now you've got some good combat experience under your belt.
まだ少し怖いですが、勇気を振り絞ってとっても充実し、私でもこんな風に嬉しかったです。ありがとうございました。
Once she's calmed down and her panting settled, she went back to her cheerful
よ
self.
し、ここからは私も積極的に戦う。一人じゃまだ怖いので、お力添えは欲しいですが。
Well, we're happy to
う怖い
oblige.
という感情をうまく制御できるようになっていて嬉しいよ
That's right. Harness your fear and fight smart.
魔物と戦うのは怖いですが、頑張ります。
That's good. Can I actually go here now? Oh, there's plants there that Sophia needs. Okay. Slime. That's a lot of stagnant water. Ooh, we got the rare one. Alright, I think this concludes our expedition.
お疲れ様でした。
いやーしかしこれは想像以上かもだねマルク
Yeah, it's not to say I wasn't expecting much from her, but she sure exceeded my expectations. Yeah, at this rate, we're not going to know what to do without her, really.
うん一緒に来てくれると頼もしいよねマルク
He said as we looked directly at Sophia. She's sincere, reliable. She's pained by others' suffering. She shows courage when the moment calls for it. And I really like her honest nature. Well, can't help it if I want her to have her with us. Sophia, would you like to come with us? Ruli and I are taking action to change the kingdom of Mikitli. So we proceed to explain our plan and situation to Sophia. Having seen the state of Kotharil with her own eyes, she's quick to understand.
そうだからリアマの様子も見に来てくれた。
Yeah, no matter where you go in the kingdom of Mikkelthi, there's no way to run from the knights and nobles. No town can escape the oppressive influence of their heavy taxes. That's why we realized that when we came to Ryama, we're so close to the border. We shared our knowledge and skills with you for the sake of Ryama. Although this differs to what we were advising to do previously. I'd really like you to join us, Sophia. We want you to come and take action to change the kingdom of Mikkelthi with us. Stretch out my hand and as I make my request. Sophia, come with us, please. Her cheeks grew red as I spoke to her. Wonder why.
どうしてそんなまっすぐに。
マルクはこういう人だからね照れとかないから
そうなんですね。
Then after taking a deep breath, Sophia gives us a gentle
そ
smile.
の誘ってくれて 嬉しいです。私もどうなっちゃうんだろう。あんまり明るい将来が来るって思えなくて、それをどうにかする力も私にはないんだろうなって。
I can feel her emotions behind every word that comes out of her mouth.
でもこうやって魔物と私にも何かできることがあるのかもしれないって勇気を出して動いてみないと結果はわからん。私一人じゃできないことでも誰かと一緒なら。
Sophia leans forward, stretches her hand, and grasps mine. She accepts my invitation wholeheartedly with her words in her hand.
私も一緒に行きたいです。
Aww.
リアマの未来が暗くなっちゃう前に動いてみたいんです。だから私も一緒に戦います。
Not against monsters, but the threat to our kingdom. She squeezes my hand in her grip, shaking it up and down enthusiastically. Thank you, Sophia.
とっても胸がドキドキしてます。
What is this giant puffball of positivity? God, that's adorable.
いいんでしょうか。私なんかが。
そんなに卑下することはないと思うよ。僕たちはソフィアさんがすごいと思って誘ったんだからさ。
Yeah, that's right. You're amazing, Sophia. We can really count on you.
そうまっすぐに言われると照れます。
But although her face is red, Sophia's expression is bubbly. So glad she agreed to join us. Things are going to be so much fun with her around.
それにしても、まだ手をつないでるのかい？
Really? Why are you ruining the moment like this?
なんだか急激に仲が良くなってるようで何よりだけど。
Bro. Aw, she just shook my hand away.
すみません。いつまでも手を握ってて。
It's fine by me. It was nice and soft. We can keep holding hands until we're out in the woods if you like. Wouldn't want you to get lost.
そんな子供じゃありませんから。
And now she's even more flustered. But hey, it is kinda cute. Well then, let's get going, shall we? From now on, we'll be working as a team. Let's help each other out however we can. It's great to have friends you can count on.
いっぱいたくさん頼りにします。私にもどんどん頼ってくださいね。
よろしくね、ソフィアさん。
Aww. And after dealing with those monsters, we make our way back.
一度リアまでお母さんに相談してもいい？やっぱりいきなりじゃ驚かせてしまうと思うので。
Yeah, of course. I'm sure there's a lot of people who mean a lot to you you'll be leaving behind, so we wouldn't want you to leave without saying goodbye. And so we carried back the resources we gathered back to Ryama. And once Sophia had said farewell to her family, it's back to gathering information. Oh, okay. She gets bonus stats for being with Ruli and Mark now. That's nice. Wait, I need to go back to that forest. I approve. Yeah, she's adorable. You know what? Good heroine right there. We haven't seen a good heroine in these games for a long time. Frankly, so much longer than before. That or maybe Artonelico 2 has kind of did a number on me.
敵が来たよ。
192, 117, and 192. Okay. Bird shot.
頑張ります。
It has more damage. Her bow has a damage of... Okay.
冷静に行こ
Shunko. Shunsoku Tenbu. Oh, okay. He can judgment cut. Got it. Amount of vile women. Yeah. Yeah, it's kind of nice having a heroine that's actually just cute and pure. It's a nice change of pace. Okay, I wonder what shows up on this area, though. Mighty staff floats into the water, but nothing is happening yet. Wonder what the enemy is here. Oh, it's
敵が来たよ。 冷静に行こう。これで。
Okay, Ruli is fast. Got it.
そら。
Okay. So Ruli's our speedy boy. Ooh, finally. Let's go for the 130 damage here first. John? Yeah, what is it, Shin?
冷静に行こう。せいはっ
You wanna do something? Give me a sec.
始めようぜ。
Give me a sec, let me check something. Okay, my thing was stuck for a bit there. Double slash here. Staff this. Soaring spear with the gay bulg.
せいはっ 始めようぜ。
Okay, let's continue. Let's see. It's a mudman and a cave roper. Bird shot. As for the roper,
冷
staff
静
it.
に行こう。これで。よし。
Ooh, wait, those are new materials. I need to gather them. Wait, I need to heal. Oh, those are just ropers.
冷静に行こう。これで。そら。 敵が来たよ。
Harpies. Okay, that's easy. Birdshot, bows, and soaring spear to destroy them. Boom. 537. Tag team. Birdshot. Nothing new. Looks like I have to go and farm for materials.
敵が来たよ。冷静に行こう。 これで。
Tag team.
そら。
Staff.
力がみなぎるぜ。
Oh, okay, more enemies. Birdshot.
冷
Staff.
静に行こ
Soaring spear.
う。せい。
552.
よし。
Birdshot. Ooh, mats. Okay.
始めようぜ。
286. Just
冷
smack
静
him.
に行こう。これで。
Two
もっと経
materials.
験を積めば。
Spirit drop and fish eyes.
よし、やってやるぜ。
Beast Slash.
頑張ります。
冷静に行こ
Okay, go. One shot. Oh, that's cool. She has magic barrier active immediately.
始めようぜ
Okay. So that's like the original Earthman from before.
これでそら よしやってやるぜ
Okay, that's just a simple bow kill
冷静
now,
に
is
行
it?
こうやっこれで
Fire the bow.
強くなった気がします。
Soft feathers.
敵さん、頑張ります。
冷静に行こ
Kill the slime.
うこれでそら
Hello, controller? No Twitch today? Yeah, Ryan, no Twitch today, because, I got an iffy answer on this thing for Twitch. This game is on defense for Twitch, so I'm gonna play it safe for a bit, see what we'll do.
何が欲しいんだ?
Okay, resources. You have anything you want to buy? No. 2 spirit drops. I just need 1 for a hunting blade.
何が欲しいんだ?
Okay, got 1 for a hunting blade. Okay, well. Alright, good luck with work today, Ryan. Fiend Slayer Resurrection 1. Mark only. Hunting blade. It's 2,800. I want to unlock most of these, I want to unlock a lot more of these weapons. I need beast folk claws. Okay, they need 2 white grass. And garments. That's a lot of materials I need to buy. Oh, those are rare items. Okay. Okay, so there's a scene for Sophia there. But I think I'm going to the Fiend's Den first. Oh wait, no. Before we go to the Fiend's Den, I think I should unlock more things. So let's go hang out with Sophia. While staying in Ryama, I strolled through town and happened to overhear some townspeople talking.
またこんなにも売れ残ってしまった。
最近は正体もあまり買い取ってくれなくなったね。
次、行商がリアマに来るまでに対策を考えないといけないよな。
とにかくお金を大事にして必要最低限のもので暮らさないと。
まだ飢え死にしないだけマシなのか。
It sounds like the local economy is not doing great. So the problem is that they're not able to trade enough with the merchants that travel to town to town. It was an issue back at Kotharil. When you don't have money, your life becomes constrained. You don't have the luxury of fussing over flavors or kinds of foods. You just prioritize securing whatever you can for cheap. Otherwise, it won't be long until you run out of food. And as our taxes increases, we have to make cuts to our quality of life. Forget living luxuriously, we have to dedicate every day to working tirelessly to survive instead. Fortunately for us, we have the skills to fight off monsters and make a living that way. For most people, even if they weren't happy with their lives, it's difficult to find ways to improve things. You have no choice but to keep working in order to survive, no matter how difficult things might be. Is that Sophia? You good, Sophie? Leaving a small sigh, she heads off somewhere. Can't help but be curious, as I watch as she walks out of town, she moves further and further away. Hang on, it's the direction of the woods. She's not planning on going there by herself, is she? Ryama is Sophia's hometown, so she knows the area more than any of us. I guess there's a little risk of running into monsters in her town, but that doesn't mean it's perfectly safe. Everybody's free to do what they like, and I wouldn't want to get in her way. But better be safe than sorry. Just need to make sure she's not in danger. So I watch from afar as Sophia walks straight into the forest. She doesn't look around to check behind her at all. She just walks straight into the woods. Almost as if the woods have been expecting her. The inside of the forest changes. Sophia sits down on a flat rock, and I witness something unbelievable. Aww, that's adorable! Screenshot. Without even thinking, I run towards her and call her name. The situation is completely unfathomable for me as a forager, which is why I'm so concerned for her.
マルクさんどうしたんですかこんなところに森の中だから心配かけてしまったのですねありがとうございますでも大丈夫ですここは子供の頃から何度も来てる場所ですから
Aw. Oh yeah, I figured it must have, but I just wanted to make sure. But hang on, what's up with these monsters around you?
静かにですよ動物さんたちが怖がっちゃいます
Sorry, so I just need to keep my voice low?
はい触るのは難しいと思いますが逃げたりはしませんよ
Really? You seem to be petting them okay?
そうですね私は慣れてるからかな
Aw. Wow, never seen any animals that are used to being around humans before. The only time I'm ever usually close to the animal is after I've hunted it. So I've never seen a living animal up close before. The animals can usually sense that I'm hunting them down or hide or flee when I try to get close. I just assumed that's how all animals behave. Well, it's at least kind of shocking to have what I took as a given turn out to be wrong.
この子たちは昔からの友達なんですよたまたま怪我をしてるところを見つけて魔術で治し覚えたてだったからあんまり嬉しそうにしてくれてこうして友達になってくれました
Well, it was a good way to practice recovery magic, right? It takes more than just knowledge to get good at something. You need to put that knowledge into practice.
そういう面も野生の動物さんはよく怪我をするみたいですから
Says as she tickles one of the animals with her fingers.
私のことを便利に使ってたのかなおかげでちゃんと魔術ができるようになったよありがとう
Sophia believes in Elion, the goddess of healing. And thanks to her faith, she's able to use magic to heal others. It's not like all people who can cast recovery magic are loved by animals. I think it's because you're so kind that the animals feel safe enough to come close to you.
どうでしょうね私はそんなに優しくとっても打算的で自分のことばっかり考えちゃってます
It seems she didn't accept my compliment.
今もそうですよ自分のために森の中へ隠れるよう移動します本当に優しいならマルクさんたちと一緒に冒険をすることで普段は手伝えなくなったんですから
Her eyes are wavering, but I don't get the impression that she harbors feeling of loneliness or
で
guilt.
も私はリアマを離れて森に動物さんは嘘をつきませんだから 一緒にいて楽なんです。
Sophia's countenance darkened suddenly. Something about that expression bothers me. So that's why you came out here when we all split up?
昔から嫌なことがあるとここに来てたんです。
I thought you seemed upset, Sophia. I feel awful for noticing how badly my friend was hurting. If you have a problem, it might make you feel better to talk with someone about it. Accepting my offer, she smiles softly and proceeds to open
マ
up.
ルコさんはリアマにいてどう思いましたか？
That's kind of a hard question. Well, I guess it has a similar feeling to Kothero right now. The heavy taxes are ruining people's lives and everyone's unhappy. I'm sure that some things are beyond our control, but when we're struggling to survive, of course we're going to
は
complain.
い、私もそう思います。昔からリアマはあんまり裕福な町じゃありませんでした。お母さんもいつも大変そうで、特に私の家は他の家にはいるお父さんがいませんからね。お母さんが一人で私を立派に育ててくれました。
As she looks this way, she vents her feelings, not to me, but to the town and her past.
役に立ちたかったんですよ。でも子供の私には方法がなくて、その時にイーリュン様は分け隔てなく癒しの加護を授けてくれる。幼くて仕事を満足に、それはきっととても素敵なことじゃないかって思えたんです。
Aw, she's such a pure little... Aw, she's such a pure one. So you find a way to be of help to others. I think that's incredible.
そう言ってもらえると救われます。きっと子供の頃に言われたらもっと嬉しかったと思います。
Judging from your words, I'm guessing things didn't go as
はい、
planned.
子供だ治癒の魔術を使えるのなんて普通は神官様くらいですよね。
Ah, right. It's rare for commoners to even cast magic in the first place.
私が知る限りでもそうです。普通は使えないんで、ましてや子供が怪我をな、それを私はちっとも分かっていなかったんです。
She smiles at me, but I can see the hint of hopelessness and despair in her wavering
私
eyes.
の知る神官様は奉仕は当然寄付なんて、それでも教会に勤めてたりすると施設の決まりとして寄付を募るんです。
Donations in exchange for healing people's wounds, you mean? Church needs money to maintain the building and cover living expenses. Sounds reasonable to me.
はい、私でもそこに教会に勤めてもいない子供が現れたらどうでしょうか。
They started hunting you down, didn't
寄
they?
付しなきゃなんて決まりもない騙しやすそうな子供が。
People would take advantage of that child to heal themselves, wouldn't they?
それでも怪我をして辛そう頑張って使えるようになった治癒の、もう無力な子供じゃない。私は必要とされてるって。
Oh, Sophia.
少しずつ少しでもいい思いをし、埋め合わせもなしにやってもらえることが当然。その歪みは私にも神官様にも向かってしまった。
The church was getting less donations, weren't they?
強くお金がかからない状態に今さら治癒魔術にお金がかかるなんて、教会に注意されたから魔術が使えないと言った私はたくさん怒られました。
As people came to expect that they were getting healed for free, it skewed the value of healing.
そのうちに幼い子供や、そしてまた基準が緩くなってきて、要求がと身分の高い方を優先してほしい逆もありましたね。力仕事をする働き盛り、少し治癒魔術を覚えたからといって重症だから早くと嘘をついてでも治療を求める方を拒めなかったんでどうして平等に治すっていう女神さん、実際に私が施す治療行為に、それでも私力関係や近所付き合いを間違えると大変なことになる。私にだけじゃなく、だから私はいっぱいを教会の神官様とは当然ですよね。神官様の生活が苦しくなると私が怒られる回数を減らしたくて魔術を使った。
As tax increase becomes harder to buy food, they can't afford to be so charitable. But as people come to Sophia for healing for free, the value of the healing has been distorted. If she had accepted money for her services in the first place, like the priest did, things might have been different.
ふと疲れちゃ一人になりたいとき、ここに来てたんです。ここは静かだから。
I had no idea. Sorry for bothering you.
いえいえ、マルコさんは何も悪くありません。ただ、私が昔、考えの足りない行動をとったってだけです。
So, how are things these days with you and the town people?
少しずつですが、魔術をまずは教会に行くのを勧めて、どうしても私がいいって方からは、そうすると途端に町のどうせお金がかかるならばと、神官様の方が上手に治療できますからね。
That's pretty harsh of them. They sound pretty selfish.
大人になったからって自分のことばかり考える私とか、そこから私は周りの私がきっかけで経験もあると思いますが、そういう人を避けるようにして、だから嘘をつこうとも思わない動物さんと一緒に怪我を治したら、とっても素直に喜んでくれるから嬉しくってマルクさんのは私と違う意味ですね。
I make a sarcastic comment, and I'm relieved to see Sophia laugh again. So, if you came out of here, did something bad happen today?
はい、ちょっとお母さんと喧嘩みたいになっちゃって。
Right, you're staying at your place rather than the inn while we're here, huh? With that, she opens up what's weighing on
お母
her.
さん、でもある話題の時だけはお父さんのことです。私の父親が誰なのか話してくれないんです。
Maybe there's a reason she can't tell
は
you.
い、私もそう思います。知ることが幸せにつながることばかりじゃないって思うから。
Right. Her woes with healing the townspeople really cast a dark cloud over her life.
私はお母さんや町の人が辛そうにしてても、踏み込み方を間違えるとまたあんなことになって、私はちゃんと前に進めてるでしょうか。
Sophia, you're doing just fine. It was just me who told her that she might feel better if she opened up, so I forced myself to keep my tone bright. That's the reason why you joined us, right? The reason I decided to take action was because it pained me to see the grim faces of the people in my town. The taxes of this kingdom are so high that people are struggling to survive. That's why we are trying to figure out what's the cause and see what we can do to improve things. But we're not doing this free of charge. We're gonna be rewarded for our hard work.
ご褒美ですか？
Yeah, when the people of the kingdom aren't struggling to survive, they're not going to be nearly as stressed. And when they're not stressed, the people are going to start smiling more and won't complain as much, right? What do you think? It's gonna be great to see everyone so happy, right? I say with a confident grin, which causes Sophia to burst into laughter.
確かにとても楽しいです。
If we can make the people of the kingdom happy, then we're going to feel happy too. People are going to be able to help to shop without worry and be more cheerful when they chat. That's enough for me. That's all the reward I need.
私もそうなったら嬉しい。ディアマのみんなが笑って余裕のある生活を過ごせたら、いつも頑張って働いて疲れてる顔してるお母さんも笑ってくれたらいいな。
That's the spirit, so let's do all that we can, and even if we're still not exactly sure what that is.
はい、頑張りましょう。私も一生懸命どうすればいいか調べます。
We both grin at each other, and our conversation ends on a high note. If I were at least to cheer Sophia up a bit, that's good enough for me. Well, I better head back to the inn. You better head back to town before any monsters show up too. See you later.
わかりました。後で宿に顔を出しますね。
Sophia's face sparkles in the ray of sunshine peeking through the trees as she pets the animals of the forest. She looks truly at peace. Do I want to visit town? Let's see, what's happening at Kotharil right now? What's happening at the town square? Level 7. Okay, so those are gonna be combat encounters. You know what? Let's do the Ryama one first. What level's the encampment? Okay, the encampment's cheap. Alright, time to investigate Ryama further. Aww. Look at her. She's such bright. Then again, I guess we won't need to work too hard, do we? If you want to know more about Ryama, we could just ask you, Sophia. Last time we came here, we just gathered resources with Sophia.
どうでしょう。生まれ育った場所ではありますが、そこ
リアマで最近何が起こったのかはわかると思う。リアマには騎士団による徴収は来てないのかな。
それは私がいない時に来てたとしても、それを知らされないことはないと思います。
Well, there aren't any young men here, but the place doesn't appear to have been ransacked. Ryama hasn't been targeted by them?
というよりも少し意外だ。
What is?
コデイリルが私が知ってる騎士団員の人いつも助けてもらったり気を使ってもらってるんです。
Do you know some of the knights?
はい。リアマの近くに常駐リアマより上の方北って魔物が多いらしくて。
I see, so the royal knights are stationed there to keep them from causing any harm.
そうなんです。それでリアマでもよく買い物してくれたからその様子を知ってる。
騎士団は平民の事情を鑑みて強引な徴収なんてしないと。
絶対しないと騎士団の方が勝手にしたわけではないとそう思ってます。
I see, you might be right. The royal knights don't operate on their own accord. I understand where they're coming from, Sophia. You make a good point. But that doesn't mean we can necessarily trust the whole knight's
そう
order.
ですよね。
I might politely greet them as they did in the patrols, but that's about it. Guess seeing what Sophia has gotten to know the local knights here, her impression of the knight's order would be different. At that moment, Sophia looks into the distance and waves her hand. Huh. There are several other men in the vicinity clad in the same armor.
お久しぶりです。お元気そうで何？
そちらこそ元気そうで何よりだ。久しいな。リアまであまり見かけなくなって安心。
最近は町から出ることが多くて。
そうか。リアまでの魔物の被害などは。
いいえ、町までは全然いつもありがとうございます。
何？それが騎士の務めである。民が被害に遭っていないのであれば何よりである。
Now that I can sense his genuine kindness from his words, he's got virtuous character you'd expect from a member of the Knight's Order.
挨拶が遅れた。礼をししたな。
Oh, that's alright.
我が輩はレナード・オスバルト。所属はミケルティ王国騎士団である。よろしくた。
この方は騎士団の団長さんなんですよ。
Oh, you're the good one. The commander, huh? Man standing in front of us is the commander of the kingdom's Knight's
将
Order.
軍の地位を持つと。
未だ与えられている身分に見合わない若輩も。しかしだからこそ陛下から陛下を、そしてミケルティ王国を、貴君らも何かあれば騎士団を民を守るこそは陛下を守ることと同義であるがゆえにな。
Commander wears no grin on his face, but his serious expression gives credence to his words. I can see why anyone who knows him would have complete trust in him. Sophia gulps. I know what she's thinking. She's thinking what I'm thinking.
少し聞いてみたい。
何でも問いをな。
でも
言いづらいことなのだろうか。
コテイリルで起こったことがどういうことなのか知りたくて。
そんなことが。
はい。
I'm
町
from-
の人たちすごく辛そうでした。
Yes, I'm from Catheriel, and I saw that aftermath.
話では副団長が指揮していたとそう聞きました。
副団長。そうか、信じられぬ。本当に我が騎士団員が陛下の命で徴収を。
Well, we have no reason to lie to
レ
you.
ナード様はこの
把握できていなかった。真実であるならば不徳を恥じるばかりだが、我が輩が持つ情報ではことのサンタリアにてことの真偽を確か。急ぎの挨拶になったが失礼する。
Oh, they're actually going there. I was shocked when I found out who he
高潔
was.
な騎士だったね。
知らなかったってことは耳に入らないよう隠してたんじゃ。
It's fine. You would have found out sooner or
そうだ
later.
ね。さすがに同じ騎士団で徹底的に隠すのは難しそうだ。
Has he come to Ryama to give orders to the front line?
レナード様はいつもいろんなところを駆け回ってるみたいですよ。
That's pretty admirable of him. Possesses remarkable strength that would strike fear in the hearts of monsters and criminals alike. He was, after all, the commander of the Knights Order, who were already remarkably powerful in their own right. But is he really telling us the truth? Could the actions of the Royal Knights really escape the commander's notice?
どうかな。組織のすべてを把握するのは人数が多ければ派閥もできるし、関係性だって決まってくる。
I wonder if the Knights don't respect their commander.
そんなことリアマに寄ってくれる時も部下の皆さんと楽しそうですよ。
Well, they do. Then I guess they must be close with the various factions of the Order. So there's the commander who just met, and the vice commander who led the raid in Kotharil. Maybe there's a lack of communication between them, or they're competing for glory. Well, at any rate, it's evident that the commander was not involved in the collection at Kotharil. Let's keep visiting towns and gather all the information we can. In order to determine the best path forward, we need to gather more info. And I think that's where we're ending this one for today. Next time we go to another town and then we go and investigate there, and then we'll just keep going that way. I like this game. It's a nice RPG. It's calm and it's chill. But yeah, I gotta think of a YouTube setup for this one. Well, I'll figure it out somehow. But yeah, for now though, thanks for watching. We'll be back tomorrow for... Okay, I'm gonna make you all feel old. Tomorrow's game is a PS1 game. And it's gonna be fun. I'll see you guys later though. Tomorrow, but before we do that, we'll probably play Ark in the morning with Shin and Dean, and then we'll play another RPG on at the end of in the evening. So yeah, for now, I'll be signing off. I'll see you guys later.